Okay.
Yes. We are back.
What's up, fellas?
What's up?
What's up? Y'all look so nice. And I didn't get the dark blue, like the black memo, like you.
The memo, yeah, like the dark.
Yeah,
it's normal for me. I'm always in black.
Yeah, me too. I love
it. We are here
What's
for
up,
another week. I missed you guys too.
Yes.
I know. I was like, I was taking down different things that I had. That's why I was like, let me all these different ideas. I got a bucket just in case.
You were actually gone for 2 weeks. So happy belated birthday. So wait, how old are you? Are you 29 or are you 30?
So I'm 29.
Okay.
So I did get to, I got my last year of my 20s ahead of me and stuff. I'm excited. Astrologically though, 29 is supposed to be a very good and great year. It's a life change. I'm a little nervous, but good nervous,
Yeah. But it was so what did you do for your birthday? What did you guys do? I see you took a lot of pictures.
I did, yeah. I spent time in Colorado, so that was fun. We were chilling, went to go see the mountains, try out different things. It was great. It was good. I enjoyed it. Got to see the snow, and then it followed me back to Texas, and then that whole thing I was telling you about happened. So pray for Texas.
Right, because you're in Dallas now. Yeah. So, like, how are you doing?
So we're doing good as of now. Like, I will say that probably for about 48 hours, I had no electricity and no water. So like when I tell you I was in my apartment and I could breathe and see my breath coming out of my apartment, like it was one of those situations. The electricity came back on after 2 days. And then when it came to like the water and stuff, I still don't have water. So like I said, I'm bathing with cases of water. So like I said, because it's not good.
So it's no whoopee for you. No sex, no going out, no clubs, no.
Not
really. Is it cold?
No Chipotle. No Chipotle.
No Chipotle.
I mean, you don't want to get too funky because you can't really clean up the way you want to. Then I go to the gym, so I get showers at the gym and stuff. I feel like I'm living like a hobo. But
wait, so the gym has water?
The gym does, yeah.
Warm water?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. So
better than that.
It's giving third world.
Right. So I've come up with like a system. So I take my water, I pour it into the pot, I boil it. No, I'm serious.
Okay, boiling.
I bathe with the boiled water. Like it's a whole thing.
You can take a bath.
Sound like Jamaica.
Slowly fill it up
like all the skin flakes,
But you look good to be in the middle of a pandemic and the fucking bursted water pipes and shit. Your hair looks good. You look nice. I couldn't tell.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And that's why you always have to ask, how are people doing?
He still came out.
That is a good yes. That's true. That's true.
That's true because you look phenomenal.
Right.
So yeah, anybody else had anything special going over the weekend? Valentine's Day, everybody booed up. Any specials you ran on OnlyFans? What happened?
No specials on OnlyFans, but I did go out to dinner on a real date, and it was great. A vegan restaurant, like I said, a vegan restaurant.
Okay.
Yes, we went to this cool restaurant in Miami called Planta. I love that place. So good.
Now, did you guys have vegan sex?
No vegan sex, just meat eating sex. I'm not vegan with that.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, been beaching, OnlyFansing it, and traveling through the cosmos, watching on the beach. Just been vibing lately. I've been going to the beach a lot since the new year started, and it's been great. I make it a priority of mine to go out in nature in some way, and for me, the easiest way is to go to the beach. It's like it gives you nature, but there's still civilization over there. You get to be in nature and focus on it, and that can be so good.
See, like that was my favorite thing out in Virginia was the beach. I used to love going to Virginia.
Oh yeah, I like Virginia Beach. I went there before.
I've never been.
Something in the water.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, were you there?
No, I didn't go that year.
Oh,
I didn't go.
I went.
I didn't know how lit it was going to be. Yeah, I didn't know how lit it was going to be. I didn't know.
It was amazing.
I'm going to visit this year.
I feel like this. I feel like this retrograde has had me fucked up.
Explain retrograde. I'm confused with that.
Yeah.
Like,
so go ahead, Sean.
Mercury retrograde is basically a time when all types of communication fucks up. Mercury also controls like automobiles as well. So a lot of times you'll get texts from exes, situations in the past that come up, cars start fucking up, all kinds of stuff. It lasts for like 3 weeks and then it goes direct. So we went direct on the 20th. So yesterday, they tell you with Mercury retrograde not to sign any contracts or anything, or do anything permanent, any breakups, anything like that, getting back with people, because when you go direct, it's like your mind gets right again and you're like, what the fuck did I do? So that's just what it is for Mercury retrograde. I don't know when the next one is though, but when I find that out, I will let you guys know so you can be prepared.
Seems like Mercury's always in retrograde. I feel like I hear it so much.
So usually it's like that in like October, right? I believe.
Yeah, it's like that 4 or 5 times out of the year, sometimes more.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it's definitely been a whirlwind for me, but you know, I'm here. I'm making it. It's cool.
You had school and Valentine's Day. I see you had some balloons and stuff. And
oh yeah, I had a couple things Valentine's Day. It was real cool, low key in the crib, like I said. We ate some good. We ate good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And chill. You know, had a good time. You know.
You blushing?
yeah. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was real chill though, nonetheless. Yeah, it was in the house.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, I mean, same for me for the most part. I mean, I really wasn't in the house. I was doing a lot of driving. And
what was you doing? You was in like LA, right?
I seen him out of LA. I was like, okay, all right.
So yeah, I went to. I mean, we did a lot, but it was awesome. Taxing. I went to LA, and then I went to San Diego to buy a Frenchie. That was a lot because the dog wasn't for me. It's for him. Yes, I'm not a big dog person, but by default now I'm a dog person.
That's a baby.
You're gonna grow to love him.
That's a baby.
Yes, it's a baby. Yes, he's in there now, and I'm hoping that he doesn't start crying. But his name is Michi the Frenchie, so I fuck with him. That's my nigga. Outside of that, I met up with Jason Lee. That was an experience. I had never had it.
Oh my god.
Cardi B shouted your boy out. That shit was crazy.
Very surreal. That tripped me out.
Yeah, because I wasn't ready for that shit.
I've been watching you since 20,000 subscribers, whenever that was. That's how long I've been watching you. And just to see that, I was like, oh my, are you serious? Like,
yeah.
I love it.
That's good.
So awesome.
But you know what's so crazy about all that? This is probably a separate conversation. Like with all that, I'm like over it. But I think it could be the retrograde because like I'm over the toxicness of like the commentary, the gossip. Like I'm just like, bitch. I'm drained with it because it's always like you feel like you're like, I don't know. It's just like an uphill battle for me. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. So then Erica Banks did a record with Travis Scott. So something that called Habits of It. You know, my price is going up.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going up.
He actually made the song a lot better too.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he made it like listenable. He made it like.
They're both from Texas, so I think that with them both with that Texas sound, I think it went really well. Like I've always been a big fan of Travis Scott.
Yeah, he put the much needed flavor on the track.
Yes, he did.
I remember I seen Travis Scott live one time when I was in college. I didn't graduate. Thought I should say that. While I was in college, I seen him live, and all of a sudden they just start moshing and like attacking each other and going crazy. It was like this festival type concert. I had no idea who this person was, but that was my first impression of him. He was underground. They start moshing, rock and roll. So I never really got into him, but you know, I'm happy for Erica.
Yeah, I saw him and Rihanna in Maryland. I saw them together for like.
Were they moshing? Like, does he do that? Like, does he still do that?
Well, they weren't moshing.
His fans do.
But,
I was scared. Like for my life, you don't understand. Life and death experience.
Nosebleeds, black eyes.
See, but certain artists though, like you got to know their environment. So like,
I had no idea.
Concert, you got to be ready. You know, guarded up.
And it was like a festival, so there was different types of artists. I didn't know the type of artists I guess I was listening to. It was wild, but no, that's awesome.
Don't mind Erica Banks. I'm just trying to update.
I do wish Erica Banks did redo her verse.
Yeah,
I do.
Me too.
Yeah.
I wish.
Because that would have made me listen.
And they just like, you know, they.
I like Travis Scott part. I'm kind of like,
right. I'm not a Travis Scott listener. I mean, I'm an Erica Banks listener, so that would have made me listen. I already heard Erica Banks part, so why would I listen again?
And mind you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't really even like. I wasn't a fan of Bust It. Like that really wasn't my pick.
I thought Two-Bad was really.
I'm just happy it popped.
You know what I'm saying?
I like Married.
Really
that's one of my favorite ones off the album. Married is mine, and then there's another one on there also. Like her, I think that the very first album that she released is a good foundational album. She set herself apart from what people were saying about her originally, because I think that her and Megan are two different kinds of artists. You know what I'm saying? And she's starting to show that. And so, like, I'm proud of her. I'm very proud of her.
Yeah, I definitely like her sound. And I think I like her more than Megan, honestly.
She seems like she comes off a little bit more authentic, like a little bit more real. Like,
well, it's easy to do when you're the underdog.
Well, talk about it.
But like off of vibes though, like just off of vibes, she seems like.
But Megan was vibing like that when she.
I was a Megan fan in 2018. Yeah,
she was vibing like that.
I guess in a sense, but at the same time, there is that like without any evidence.
To me,
there's
right
something
now,
about like opportunism is something that she kind of through her pores.
But Erica is a little younger, I feel like, and those ages in your 20s, I feel like are very drastic in each one. Like 21, that's pretty young.
I feel like her track has been like very Megan-esque for, you know what I'm saying, as of recently.
I feel like you're dry hating. I feel like you're hating.
No, I'm not. No hate. I feel like this busted is like her to go free. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this road that she's been on is very Megan-esque. But not to say that that's a bad thing. They're from the same place. They got the same sound.
Yeah.
I
follow the blueprint.
I think they're similar. I'm going off what Sean said. Sean said he thinks they're different. I don't think they're too much of different, honestly.
Well, the general public won't find them different, but people who know Texas will. People who know Texas will find them different, but the general public won't.
Speaking of Megan Thee Stallion, she did a Harper's Bazaar cover, and I thought it was absolute trash. So I won't give my opinion on it too much, but this is on my page. That looks they actually have a meme of her going around viral with her battling John Cena, the wrestler, because this is definitely giving WWE SmackDown Reloaded. This is definitely giving you reloaded, yo. This is definitely giving you the World Wrestling Championship Federation Women's Champ. Okay, so what do you think, July? You live for this. This is fashion for you, and you're the fashion boy. You're the next generation fashion. So this is everything for you. This is how you're coming.
No, it's not. Megan is not a fashion.
Yo, I'm not.
We know that though, but I would have appreciated a better stylist, honestly, because you know, and a better creative director to like kind of direct her to do different stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I think she's a beautiful girl, though. I think she's a good-looking girl. I just think that maybe it's wrong everything. Maybe bad photographer, bad styling, just all bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's the team thing. But I think Megan alone, I don't think she's like ugly, but
no one said she was ugly.
It's a team thing.
A lot of people are saying she's ugly. You know what I'm saying? I don't think
here's the thing. I don't think Megan is ugly at all. Like when she came out as the Stallion, have you guys seen them old pictures? Like she was bad and her build was good. But I think that now, like, I'm glad that she's going on this little diet that she's talking about, because she does need to kind of just fix it just a little bit.
Why are you glad she's going on a diet?
I think so. I think so. I mean, but that's just my opinion, because if you come out as a certain product and you claim to rap and be these certain kind of things, you have to match your look. So I do think that she does need to match her look a little bit more. I also feel like, you know, with her pictures and stuff, like it's starting to show, like, think about all the shit she's going through, all the stuff that she's dealing with. Like she still has that Tory Lanez situation she's going through. She done lost her mama, all her friends, like it's starting to show on her face. And she's not drinking because of the diet, you know? So it's all those different things. No excuse.
So she says. Diets are not long term. Diets are not long term. People need to stop with these diets. Like that's not, if you're not going to plan to be on that for your whole entire life, don't do it. 800 calories, 1,000 calories.
What the fuck?
Y'all need to stop that.
I diet. I'm a periodically dieter. Okay,
that's fine. I just find it's more optimal, and it makes more sense to just live the way you want to eat to live. You know, like live. You know, do that. Like instead of just, well, let me have a bunch of junk food now, and then for a month I'll have a bunch of salads or whatever and starve myself, and then I'll do it all over again. It's unhealthy, and then you just ruin your metabolism in the long run. So she might as well. She needs to stop drinking and stuff like that. Anyways, Megan's not a fashion girl. Megan's branding to me has been off since she came out. She started with this fiery hot girl thing. Or no, this icy girl. Then she came out with the fiery girl. And I'm like, okay, we got something working here. You know how Nicki had her images, Cardi has her style, now Megan has her thing. I'm like, okay, we got something working here. And then she just went off and did some weird good news imagery. The first album is just so off to me. And this is from a Megan fan from 2018, 2019. The imagery is just so off. I'm so disappointed in her branding. The team is only bad if they're not giving her any creative control. If they're giving her creative control, this is awful. And I hope they're... to me, I don't know who she is. The artist I listen to... Yeah. The artists I listen to, they put forth their whole brand, their whole image is this image, the whole era. Like, look at The Weeknd. He is this for the whole era of that album, and so on and so on. That's how artists do. That's what I'm used to. I'm just not used to this. I don't know. It's all over the place to me with her branding. And now she's trying to bring back Hot Girl Meg or whatever she's trying to bring back. Icy Girl, Snow Girl.
I would prefer Tina Snow, because that Tina Snow, that mixtape was cold.
I don't know either one of them enough. So let's see if she could actually stick to one thing, one plan this time. I love her though, and I'm waiting for her to show me.
No, every album, every project that she has had, it has been specifically one of those characters. So I think that she has taken that time to to expose those characters. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, but she drops. I feel like she lets go of them. It's not developed in the videos. It's just the imagery, like the branding. Like she has a good idea in the concept with the albums, but it's not carried through. Like how,
I feel it.
I don't know. You know, remember when Rihanna? That's just what I'm used to. Remember when Rihanna had the red wig,
the red hair, and she just went
for her era.
I
don't know. I'm just not used to this bouncing around. It makes it easier for the artist because what are you wearing? Just wear your fiery outfit or your icy outfit.
Right.
What are you wearing? You look
the same shit.
Like branding, yeah. I'm just interested, like, to see her, because she goes through a lot of different drama-filled issues with celebrities. Like, I want to see how far she could get, because eventually you're going to run out of, because she has a habit of like featuring with people and then stuff happens and then she moves on. But it's like eventually you're going to have to roll back around to them same people. And you don't seem like you can do that with all the different like controversy and drama that you seem to draw up, you know, based off of the things that are happening. I just wish she would like know who her real friends are and kind of stay out of the Hollywood stuff, because I think it's really fucking up her branding.
What did y'all think about that hot party next door bumping on? I mean, Partisan Fontaine banging through the door. You think he's toxic? I think it's Meg.
I think it's Megan. At this point, it's Megan. No, because it is.
He did the same thing with Cash Doll.
He did not. What did he do with Cash Doll?
It was very similar to Cash Doll.
What happened?
You didn't see the text messages?
No, what happened?
He was saying shit like what was he saying? Fuck out of here! I swear to God, bitch, don't ever talk to me again. Oh. It was like a whole thread of messages, and she had said something back like, "That's why you can't rap."
They said she was doing. They said she was doing coke in the bathroom, and he didn't want her to do no more coke, and she was over there self medicating.
That's her business.
And bitch,
I feel bad for these celebrities.
Girl, leave me alone, bitch. If I'm in here hitting my bag, bitch, stop fucking with me.
And
it's a free country.
Who is this friend that was on live recording this? Like you,
stop fucking with me, bitch.
You can't be doing stuff like that.
He didn't know that was going to transpire, though. You don't know.
And then when you hear it, you cut it off. If you a real friend, cut that shit off. So, you know what I'm saying? We got different.
But then again, maybe it really wasn't anything going down, because if it really was, he would have cut it off. He stayed on the camera. He was looking at it as he walked to the bathroom.
Or it could just be for clout, you know.
The most I care about these artists' life is their well-being. I tend not to care about these little details, these little mundane details that keep distracting us from things that really matter. I don't know, like the artistry, it's interesting. I can get into that all day, but your personal life, that's your business. I feel bad that these artists have to be on social media. In a way, like, it's like, damn, that sucks that all your business is out there. Like, you're even more in front of the internet. And we do a bunch of foolishness online all the time. And it's not blowing up and blowing out of proportion. Like, we don't know what the heck happened.
It will be. People listen. People even being on here, people give a fuck about what you're doing, and you stay on here a little bit more consistently. These motherfuckers will start pulling your life apart and looking at you and trying to figure out what you're doing every day. People already want to know more about you guys' personal lives.
But that's why I feel empathy for her. That's why I feel empathy for her, because it's like it sucks that this little thing that happened is being blown into this whole I don't know. We don't know what she was doing. If she was doing coke, what? Okay, what if she says, "Yeah, I was doing coke"? What's gonna happen? Like other than her losing brand deals or something.
Why is
I think a
Megan
lot of
always the
it
bad guy, though?
because it has to do with patterns. I mean, and that has to do with psychology.
Yes.
When you start to notice people's patterns, like she always runs into the guy that's abusive and control. Like, come on, at some point there has to be something about Megan that needs to be adjusted. So she's whether she's causing it or just attracting it. Like you have to switch something up in whatever it is that you're doing so that you don't attract these people. So there's something in you that needs to shift.
And then to add to that, I'm not even looking at the obvious patterns with the men. I'm looking at the patterns with her colleagues. You dog Cardi B, and then you went and sat with her. You dogged the City Girls, then you went and sat with her. Then you played the fuck out of Erica Banks with that thick remix. And I'm not letting that go. She tried that. She tried. So Megan is a dirty dog behind the scenes, bro. Like she is. And then you fell out with EJ, the stylist. You fell out with Jonathan, the hairstylist. Like, at some point, you have to figure out why is all this happening to me? Like, she's literally falling out with everybody.
Even her best friend Kelsey, she fell out with her. You know,
Yeah,
you falling out with your manager, like all these different things. So it's just everybody else. It ain't you. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to think about that.
That's true.
Okay, that's true. That is true.
The key word today is pattern. But before we move on to our topics, I want to introduce two of our guests today. Last week we were here and we had one of our highest rated shows. I think we had about 600 or 700 people live here, and he contributed to that show. So I definitely want to bring him back, aka Jared. What's going on? Well, not aka, but hey, Jared. That was a horrible.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourselves? How you guys been?
Good. We've been good.
Flowing, baby, flowing.
Is it still snowing out there in Ohio?
Full. Is it like it's fucking crazy up here, low key? Well, it's not snowing right now. It's supposed to like snow like later on this week, but we got like 1.5 feet of snow up here. Like everything like had shut down and don't normally do that up here.
Oh wow!
But now everything back open. It's like mountains of snow everywhere. This shit's so annoying.
How was your Valentine's Day?
You know, that was real chill, for real. Like, all we did was just Netflix and chilled. I had got us like some food. I had ordered us like some hibachi stuff. It was packed. Everybody decided to go out in the blizzard, so.
But that's what you said you wanted to do anyway. I kind of feel like so. We talked about that before Valentine's Day, and you said that's what you like. So that's cool.
Yeah, so it was a win-win.
Yes, tell Keith I said hi. You know we're gonna have to bring him on one of these days.
For sure, he should be listening. He's not here right now. He's up in Michigan, but he should be back soon.
Oh, okay, yeah, because he doesn't he do work for the dispensaries, so we got to talk weed with him. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, he'll like that.
All right, and we got to bring our other guest on, who's always late and never fashionably. But I'm just saying, you know, it's my girlfriend with the most is the official. The one and only. She gives the lot. It's the most. It's the extra. It's the one and only. The official King Payne.
Yes.
The home of the lituation. I can't hear you. Bitch, hold on. Girl, unmute yourself.
Period. What's good, everybody?
What's up?
What's going on, y'all? Okay,
what's up?
Yes. So, you know, how was your Valentine's Day? What's going? I mean, I saw you the weekend, so I kind of knew what it would get for you. But you know, how was it for you? Or like, how was your Valentine's Day weekend and things of that?
Girl, it was just that Valentine's Day weekend. Okay, on period. Oh. That's what it is when you think, oh, just another day. Okay, on period. That I'm trying to get.
Somebody sounds like they feel some type of way.
No.
Oh wait, you were single this year?
You didn't make it a Galentine's or something like that? You know, get together, do a thing.
It seems like I'm single every year on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes that happens.
No date, no nothing. Like you didn't go meet up with a nigga. You didn't. Oh well, wait, we did do something. Oh, bitch, we gotta tell her. Bitch, we had a stripper. We found a stripper.
Okay, on Valentine's
Day. Tell them, not on Valentine's Day. Okay. Bitch, oh my God. So I'm in LA, bitch, and we ended up. What day did we meet up?
Girl, we met
like a lot of the days, but girl, we met up on whatever day that was. Long story short, there was this man. So me and my man went to the Abbey first, and the whole thing was, he probably gonna kill me for saying this, but I'm like, bitch, like we out here, like, bitch, let's make it a thing.
Yes.
So
right.
So right, and so I'm like, okay, like what's popping, like, you know. Cause I'm like, okay, we done did everything we need to do. Like, bitch, I done got my colognes, I done got my jewelry, you done got your dog. Like, bitch, let's get it popped. Like, now it's time to
come on, the dog. I got my stuff.
I got my stuff. You got your stuff, bitch. Okay, and so I was calling an official campaign. I'm like, well, let's hang out. And he was like, we're gonna meet you at the Abbey. Now there was this guy in the line. I'm like, oh my god, he was so obnoxious. He was so annoying. I would have never thought he was gonna end up coming back to the hotel with the Airbnb. But long story short, bitch, we getting drunk. We got fucked up at the Abbey, and somehow we ran into this man. I guess he was standing at the Uber Black, and we were talking to him, and I was like, bitch, I think it was me, or somebody was, or was it you? Somebody was like, we need a stripper. He was like, I'm a stripper, and I looked at all of them. I was like, bitch, I want to have a party. Should we have a stripper come back?
Yeah.
And I like, yeah. And I was like, can you strip? He was like, yeah, I can strip. Right. So, bitch, I was like, well, let's go to the bank. So we all went and got some money. And mind you, we didn't even get ones, bitch. I think we got hundreds broke into fives. So, bitch, we was throwing motivation. Fives.
You put that motivation.
He was like, okay, let's go.
Come on.
Girl.
Period.
On a scale of 1 to 10, was he good?
Bitch, a -0. So listen. Mind you, we get to the Airbnb. I'm like, all right, girl, we gotta put this dog up. Man. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, we finna get it turned up, bitch. I'm like, the man immediately gets butt naked.
Immediately.
That's
I'm like, immediately takes off all his clothes. I'm like, damn, what's wrong with but most strippers like take it off slow, give the tease.
A show?
There was no tease.
No show.
And then he was trying to invite this. He was trying to invite this fat man over, this older fat man over, because I don't know what they was on. They was on some other shit, and so he was trying to invite the fat man. And I'm like, girl, that man is not coming up here. Now, before the man got naked, first of all, he's coming into the house, bitch, and there's fish at the door. And I'm like, well, where's fish at? And he talking to bitch. Now I guess this is his ex-girlfriend or a bitch he done fucked before. So he talking to her. So I'm like, oh, fish is not coming in here, bitch. I'm not doing that tonight.
Yeah. That's a mess. That's a mess.
A fun night. There it is.
I'm not looking at no titties.
Y'all might as well went on Craigslist.
Turn y'all out.
And I'm like, girl, and I'm like, we tipping fives, not ones, bitch. So it's five.
I need to tip something I want to see.
Bitch, I'm not looking at no pussy. I don't want to see no bitch, no teeth. I don't want to see no fuck. And it's not even, bitch, I don't want to see no weave, no wig, no hair, no pony. None of that. None of that, bitch. None of that shit. None of that shit. I don't want to see none of that shit.
Yes.
So, bitch. So official keep paid like, girl, I already know Armando's not letting this bitch and this nigga in with it. That's not
what the
happening.
heck?
So
that's not what you agreed to.
But she stayed in the like complex where we had the Airbnb. So long story short, make it a long story short, he gets naked. We like, girl, can you at least get? Mind you, we're tipping him. And we're like, can you at least get hard? Bitch, you can't even get hard. But I guess he was just high. I don't know what him and that older man was on, though. Because, bitch, he was giving... The older man was, like, I guess trying to bribe him with some dope. I don't know. He was like, my friend is here. My friend said he got something for me. I'm like, girl, I don't know. I can't have her at my place. This is a small space, girl. We're in the middle of Hollywood. It's a pandemic, bitch. We're really trying to even have you here. So
I forgot it's a pandemic.
He gets naked and he started to dance. My man is like, girl, I'm over this. And then like I'm looking like I'm trying to keep the peace. I'm like, girl, like what should we? He's like, oh, you guys get naked. I'm like, girl,
what?
We shouldn't have to get naked.
This is not a.
How are you getting naked if you hired?
No, you get naked. And then number two, I got my girlfriend here, bitch. I'm not gonna get naked in front of her, bitch. We're not gonna do all that. You know what I mean, bitch? This is for you to get this money. So
did y'all play Busted? Right. Did y'all play Busted? Did y'all play the remix?
So then we split up the time. Now we split up the time. I was like, okay, so if it'll make you feel more comfortable, because we need you to figure out something. So then I guess he was with you for like how long? I said, what happened when he went with you? Because we had went to the other side. So what happened?
Girl.
So hold up, now you're going a little too far now.
Right.
So we had our private time or whatever. So
What is that?
I'm thinking like he's gonna dance or whatever, and I'm gonna tip him, right? So he comes over, he sits next to me on the couch, and he just like put his leg on my lap, and then he starts masturbating, and I'm like, "Do you dance?" You know what I'm saying? He was like, he was like, when if I'm paid or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was like, well, girl, I have $5 bills. You know what I'm saying? So I gave him like $10 after he said that. I'm like, here, you know what I'm saying? He stayed on my lap. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, girl. And then
he don't want to dance. He's trying to suck or something.
Yeah, no, he's trying to get in.
Right. You want
he didn't get
going.
hard or anything like that. So you know what I'm saying? I gave him like $15 more, girl, and paid it. I got up and I left.
She left. So I'm like, okay, so now she's still here. But mind you,
as I was leaving, she comes to the door and said, hey. I'm like, what? She's like, you forgot to tip me out. I said,
go on, tip her out.
I said, that is
come on about these
Fuck out of here. Please.
So then I'm like, okay, maybe it was too many people here for her to turn up. So bitch, I'm with the shed. So she like, okay, so I'm like, so she naked. So bitch, I get naked, girl. What you gonna do?
Wait a minute, you did.
Are you gonna get
escalated so fast?
What you gonna do?
We're on an adventure.
So then she like, well, let me have my homegirl, because I'm like, bitch, now it's me and my man. So bitch, I'm like, bitch, I thought like whatever. Are you gonna dance? Because that was the thing. We didn't want to fuck her.
Right.
Are you gonna dance?
Right. Entertain, baby.
Entertain. So she like, well, I can't. Like, let me call the girl up, and I want to fuck the girl in front of you guys.
That's
bitch,
cool.
No, I don't want none of that shit.
You didn't want fish patties?
No.
No.
I need you to bust it. I need the silhouette challenge. I need all of the shit.
Well, what if he brought another guy?
Bitch, he could have brought anybody and replaced. Bitch, that would have been everything.
It's the fish for
that
you.
would have been lit. That would have been lit.
It's the fish for me.
It's the fish.
It's the non-dancing for me because I didn't want to fuck you.
Right. What
bitch,
did they even come there for?
I didn't want we're not gonna have a threesome, bitch.
Right.
Like, it was not about that. It was more about the idea, bitch. If anything, bitch, you could have danced, bitch, and I would have jacked my nigga off. Like, no shade. Like, and I'd have just gave you. We all went. All three of us went to the bank separately and got out money. So, bitch, she was going to get coined. You know what I mean? So, but he was just, then he was like, well, I need to watch a porn. So I was like, okay, because we were like, you can't even get hard. So she goes and watches the porn. And then this is when my nigga, he was over it. He was just like, okay, this is the end for me. She started watching all kind of kiki white women fisting themselves, and they had the motorized dildo. It was just a trailer trash. I was like, okay, this is weird. I'm not even in the mood. My man was like, all right, I'm done. Literally put on his clothes. And I thought, and then went and got the dog. And then so we kindly put the man out. We don't know where he went. I think he went to go kind of like meet the girl. I think he got out of me. I think he probably got $20, bitch. You know what I mean? Just because she got naked. But you know what I mean? But she was not getting, I think with that money, I think I put gas in my car.
$25.
So she made some money. She made whatever she made, for whatever. But girl, she could have made a stack, man.
Coin.
Yeah, because that was always one of my
waste of her time.
But that was always one of my things. Like I just feel like that's always been a fantasy of mine. Like to be my nigga bitch book a stripper, and then me and my girlfriends like get a big ass Airbnb and have, because he wasn't an ugly boy. He was a cute boy. That was the thing. But the shade is he was straight, but he was like a gay for pay. So he couldn't get hard because he didn't like boys. He liked girls. So if we would have had Fish come over, he would have fucked Fish, but he likes male attention. But I just didn't want to look at no pussy. He wasn't gay though.
Wow.
If you like male attention, why can't he get hard?
I don't know, but he wasn't gay. That's what I gathered, that he was not gay. And he said it. He was like, you know what? This is so hard for me right now because I'm not gay. I'm like, well, girl. Well, why would you agree? Why would you come over here to do this? So
that money off the floor.
Yeah,
right, he needed that money.
somebody said that means his cakes were money. Bitch, I don't know what his cakes were because I wasn't gonna fuck him. Like I wasn't, bitch. We just met that man. We wasn't gonna fuck nobody. We wanted a strip show. We're in LA. It's Valentine's Day. I'm with my girlfriends, bitch. Let's throw some money, bitch. Let's get a kinky. We got an Airbnb, bitch. It's paid. Like, what's the shit like? Let's have a story, bitch. You know, I'm all about a good story time. Inevitably, we got a story time anyway. Just wasn't the one I was looking for, but it was a cute one. But with all that being said, child, that was part of our weekend. I'm sorry I took your thing, but girl, you was gonna leave that part out. You know, bitch, that was a very exciting part of our weekend, girl. And we did some work. We worked too. We worked.
Yes, we definitely worked. Okay,
we worked. Tell these bitches I'm the hardest working bitch in Hollywood, bitch.
Okay. Come on, Chris Jenner.
Come on,
listen, bitch. Bitch. I'm on shit that bitch ain't even dropped yet. Okay, but bitch, okay. Don't ever think a bitch is not working, even when I'm off, a bitch is working. Okay. Okay, so now let's actually get into the show. Speaking of the fat man, did you want to lead it, or Sean? Did you want? Well, who wants to go first? Because we're going to talk about fat phobia.
I think we should go with that first. That'd be fun.
Fat phobia first.
I mean, we already talking about it. We might as well open it up.
That man felt some type of way. Armand did not let him into the party.
I wasn't having no big fat. I wasn't having no big nasty fat old man come in looking.
You can't get in. You can't get in. There's a way.
I was not having bitch come in there, and there was gonna be no big fat old sloppy man over there. Why? It's a very small space. No, ma'am, and we just got a dog. It's a lot going on. We're in the middle of a pandemic now.
Okay, so
panoramic.
As a kind of plant-based person, I've had a hard time grasping my things with fat phobia. And, you know, I've been slim my whole life. I was slim even when I ate animal products. I did see myself gaining weight. That is why I initially went plant-based. But I don't know. I feel like I was fat phobic, but then I grew out of it. And now I'm not, in terms of when I find people attractive. But I think fat phobia runs so deep, even past attraction, that it's like you can even not be interested in a music artist. For example, I don't listen to artists like Adele or Lizzo, and I'm not saying it's because they're fat. I don't know if it's causation or correlation. I don't like their music too much, but their music's not bad, so I can't really say what it is. I'm trying to find and understand more about fat phobia because I know I was fat phobic.
Okay, so let me help you. I'm trying for the people in the back that may not understand. So it's fat phobic. What is it? Are you saying that you're afraid of fat people?
I think it's more you're afraid of fat, or like,
okay.
I think it goes so deep. There's so many layers to it, like fat on your body, fat people in terms of attraction and things like that. And then like attraction in all facets of life, like what you are interested in, you know, like anything fat. I don't know. It's just so deep. Do you guys have any thoughts about it? I just feel, I know I was fat phobic, and I think that's the first step, is admitting.
So as it pertains to, you know, LGBT in our community, do you like fat men?
I do like fat men.
Now. So you're not fat phobic. So you, at one point you didn't like, well, you know, there's a lot of fat phobic gay men. I feel like, you know, there's that thing where it's no fats, no femme. So you're feminine.
Yeah,
so you could appear as more feminine, but you would go in that category of no fats, no femme. So it's the fat men and the feminine men that they always get ostracized from the dating pool because of whatever there is. Now, I don't feel like I'm fat phobic. I'm just not into fat men. Fat people don't scare me. However, you know, I have fat friends. I have fat family members. I don't want to be fat. I'm a little thick, but bitch, I'm not fat. And if I do get fat, when I start to get a little fat, I do become worried. However, at some point, I'm at a place where I'm just like, you know, I'm kind of, there's this thing for me though, where I'm like, well, bitch, I don't want to be too skinny and I don't want to be fat, but I kind of want to be thick, and low key hella thick. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's the sexiness to it. So I don't really know. I don't have a fat phobia, but I don't like no big fat man.
I don't think we have the range for this conversation because I think it goes so deep.
I like big men. I like big men.
I don't know, like,
so deep.
Yeah, I do. Like I grew up. My dad is fat. My brother's fat. All my family's
like,
fat.
I think our mom being scared to gain weight, or me being scared. I think me being scared to gain weight or Armand being scared to gain weight is what fat phobia is truly. Also, like, not just are you scared of them, you know, it's more like, yeah, that feeling of you're scared to gain weight. I think that's fat phobia. I don't know. I just think it's more like, and a subconscious thing. It's not really, I'm making this choice to be fat phobic, but it's like in you kind of.
Yeah,
like, you guys don't feel like that?
I'm afraid to gain weight. I am, because I'm a naturally skinny guy. And I'm like,
I can agree with the
23 years old, and it's like, I can't see myself any other way, so I'm kind of afraid to get.
It's scary.
See, like,
I'm genuinely scared.
Like
I know I'm fat phobic.
I
would if you hit like a little certain weight on the little scale.
I think that there are
so like if you hit like a certain weight,
nobody want no big ass nobody, nothing. Okay, on period. You don't want no 600-pound life. Okay.
Okay.
That's not what you're looking for. There are some attractive big guys out there. Okay, see me, I don't have like no preference. If you look good, okay, on period,
you look good
for me. Okay, on period. In that order. But yeah, like, you know, I've met attractive big guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fat don't scare me. Okay, on period. People think I'm fat. Okay, but a pussy could never. Okay, but with that being said, I think that, you know, there's people that like fat, okay, but don't nobody want nobody that's too damn fat, and that's just on period.
Right, too damn fat. And when is it?
With the top row, I agree with what you guys are saying. Like, for me, it's not necessarily like being fearful of fat people, because I got fat people in my family, whatever. I think it has a lot to do with like how was I healthy, and then what am I becoming? So I look at that. So for me, like, I see myself as being a certain weight, a certain height. Okay, now as I move into my adulthood and I get older and more mature, am I gaining too much weight? Because technically, and this is based off of research, you know, I'm good for research, but a person gains about 1 pound to 2.5 pounds a year. So if you're like paying attention to your diet and stuff, you won't actually gain the weight. But see, I pay attention to that because I always compare myself to myself. So if I wasn't already born big, then, you know, in my opinion, there's really no reason for me to continuously gain weight unless it's unhealthy for me. I'm particularly not attracted to bigger people, but I've seen people that are bigger that are attractive. I just wouldn't go for them first. Like, you know, it's just because I think about health. I think about, are we going on hikes? You know what I'm saying? Are we running? Because I love to run. I used to be in track. So, you know, like, I think about that.
Go on a hike?
Right.
No, I think, well, I'm not talking about the hike. I'm saying, can you keep up? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you keep up?
That don't mean nothing, though. You see big girl dancing.
Now, if you can keep up, then we.
Is it wrong to be fat phobic, or is it something to be aware of?
Because you're a little bigger.
Because, you know,
definitely wrong.
We know it's unhealthy at certain body weights. We know it's just unhealthy, right? Isn't that like science?
Mm-hmm.
Like at certain body weights, it's just unhealthy to walk.
Like, I wouldn't want like a small, skinny ass little firefighter to come to me or whatever. I want somebody that's got a little meat on the bone. So
well, you don't want someone who can pick their body weight up. What do you mean by big?
They
just need to be strong enough to take you out and pick themselves up.
But then also,
I mean, like, you know, like my like scrawny trying to like break down a door or something like that.
We don't want you to show up in case of a fire. We don't need no.
Well, if I'm a trained firefighter, yeah, you do want me to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, please. No,
but that doesn't matter though. As long as you're trained, you know what you're doing. It don't matter how tall or short you are. You know what you know how to work that. You know what I'm saying?
A fat firefighter, or are you talking muscle big? Like, what are you talking about? Fat firefighter coming through a building to save a suicide person?
You talking about that build?
No, like what I'm saying is basically like whatever your size is. I feel like it depends on whatever your occupancy is, whatever you're doing on your day to day. Like, I feel like that can go into a factor as well on what is considered healthy and what's not healthy.
Yeah, what is considered healthy, not healthy?
I mean, but I think y'all getting confused because just because you're big does not mean that you can't keep up or you can't do things that the average slim person would do.
And then what I'm saying on here is saying that like fat phobia is just a fear of fat people, essentially a discrimination against obesity or people with obese or obesity. Like this is what I'm finding on Google.
And I've heard that fat phobia has something to do with anti-blackness.
What?
Yes. But that's why I say we don't have the range. We don't have the range. We don't have the range, but it's important to talk about.
Anti-soul food. I heard that before. Okay, on period. Yes.
Well, soul food is interesting to me because it's not the most healthy food. And
But
I
at
feel
the same
like
time,
though it was traditional, maybe we could like evolve.
I think though that we need to consider also when it comes to the BMI that white people base the BMI based off of general white people standards. So there's a lot, like even for me, like when I go to the doctor,
They built different.
they tell me that I'm overweight, but I'm not because of my culture. You get what I'm saying? So it's like the BMI is set for general white people, whereas people that are black tend to have more shape and
More muscle mass.
yeah, like muscle mass, thickness in certain places, like you know what I'm saying, or 20 pounds of ass
Well, how
behind
tall
you.
are you? What's your BMI or however it goes? I'm curious now.
So I'm 5'11" and I'm
Oh,
180 pounds.
oh.
And they say you're
Oh, you guys are
overweight.
taller than me.
So you're supposed to be
Oh.
between like
How tall are you?
165 and
Armand, you're
170,
like
75.
6'1".
Well, that means I'm
Armand, you
underweight.
6'1"?
No.
You're
Wait,
definitely
how tall are
6'1".
you?
You're taller than
I'm.
me.
Wait, how tall
Armand,
are
I
you,
said you
Mom?
like. I said you being like 5'8".
6 foot.
All you bitches are taller
Oh,
than
wow.
me.
What?
Damn.
I'm like
Wait, how tall are you?
5'10".
Okay, all y'all some style, you bitches.
You already know.
Okay.
I'm 5'10".
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
I know I'm pushing 6'5".
Yes, yeah, you the tallest.
Ooh.
Okay, on period.
Yeah, you saw you one of them that we just be looking.
But yeah, fat phobia, I don't think we have the range because I did hear it was connected to anti-blackness, and I'm gonna do my research and report back on that.
All right.
Also, it sounds like you don't even have time today.
No, I don't. But I think it's important to talk about still.
Time, it's too deep, but you don't even know.
Yeah, I didn't say I did though.
I'm just saying because that's what you were saying. I'm just
No, I'm saying fat phobia. I'm admitting to my fat phobia, and I'm seeing if you guys could do the same because I think a lot of people are and they don't know. Like it's
I'm not
so
fat
deep
phobic.
in us.
I believe that all God's creatures are beautiful.
I don't want to be fat.
I don't want to be
Right.
fat
Yeah.
either. I don't have
I
a
don't have
But we
phobia.
gotta ask
I'm
ourselves
like,
why. Like
Why?
Sean said, there's a
I don't want
standard.
to be fat.
No, I mean, like, what do you mean by fat? Like gaining extra weight? Because body weight fluctuates, like gaining
It's
extra
also
weight.
where
Or...
you carry
with
it. Like
extra
where do you
weight.
carry it? Like where are you carrying it? I can gain some weight and put it in certain places and it look good. But if I'm gaining weight in my stomach and I'm just
Right.
starting to get wide, like that's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I feel like I gotta waddle around, and that's like
Right.
I don't want to be.
And
Or
real
I can feel
quickly,
the water and drinks in my stomach when I'm walking. Like I'm not
Or
trying to
hide
do
some
that.
shit.
real quickly, they say, what's the reason you work out? And like that determines if you're fat phobic or not. Like, or that can, like, why are you working out? Like, is it purely for outwardly benefits, or do you actually feel good? Do you enjoy it? Why do you work out? These are the questions that I
It's a
think they're
little bit of
asking.
both. I don't want to be fat.
Outwardly
bottom line, it is
benefits.
what it is.
It
But I
ain't
work out and
fun.
I
I
just
don't
pickle
enjoy
down.
it. It's
All right.
Alright.
What's the next topic? Who's going next?
Who's gonna lead in? Y'all want me to lead in?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure the
So,
picture look good. Somebody said something about the camera, the quality. So I'm looking, but yeah, lead in.
I don't know it. All right, y'all. So, would y'all for those who are in a relationship, and even if you want to be in one, would you prefer a public or low key relationship? And when you are in a relationship, are there like any social boundaries? So, for example, do y'all go out together as a couple? Have mutual friends? You know what I'm saying? Turn up together, or do y'all just have two separate social lives and just come home to each other that way? You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I prefer to have two separate lives. I don't like to entangle the two. I just like to have, you know what I'm saying, my time. I feel like I'm a different person when I'm like, not a different person, but I like to be a little more loose when I'm with my friends. So I feel like that's time. I think that's more,
Elaborate on that. You got to elaborate on that.
not like loose like that, but I'm saying like
I like how y'all caught that.
I get to be like, I'm more in my comfort zone. Like when I think it's a time and a place. Like when I'm away from my man, when I'm going out, I think I'm going out to go out and get away from the things that I'm used to at home. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going out to be with my friends. I'm not saying go be loose as far as like,
Come on, Luz.
fuck with people and shit like that. I'm just saying like, just be more, have more fun. Like
You ain't fooling. No, you're not fooling nobody, right?
What you mean?
Nobody here is fooled. Okay.
What you mean by that?
We know
What you mean
what
by
it
that?
is. We know what it is and what it ain't. The reason you want to have a private life is because you and your friends be keeping things private, okay?
No, that's not the case.
I
I honestly just like to have a separate life. That's it. I think And I honestly think that
Keyword separate. Okay.
I'm so adaptive, and I also think that a lot of my friends don't even mesh with each other. So it's like I don't like mixing the two. I really just don't. If we have mutual friends, you know what I'm saying, we go out together. But for the most part, I'd rather go out with my friends.
The only thing that I can say, like,
you know,
personally, that might tie me to what you're saying, Jalon, is the fact that, like, if you separate, then because you're constantly bringing that person around your friends, it'd be harder for you to separate because they see you guys more so as a pair and they grow close to that person. But other than that, like, I can't really agree with you on that, player, because I don't know. It sounds a little bit, you know.
I can agree with them now.
I can agree.
I think y'all think I'm trying to be shiesty.
No, I can agree with them
because my quality time with my friends.
Because too, sometimes you need a break. Like being in a relationship, and then two. I mean, I like it on both ends. But being in a relationship, sometimes you can't key the way you need to. And like, be real. When you with your girlfriends, you can be like, "Oh, bitch, he fine." Maybe you won't be able to say you don't want to fuck the guy, but maybe you can't say that with your man just out of respect. Or maybe you can. But there's just other things where you don't feel like you want to have to worry about, bitch, 2 lunches. Maybe you want to buy yours and by yourself. You know, whenever you bring your significant other with you, you're spending double the money. So sometimes it's always better when you with your friends, you can just kind of have friend time and you're not having to worry about, all right, is my friend good? Is my man feeling okay? Because my friend is my friend, my man is my man. They're probably not friends, but now I got to split my energy. And sometimes when I'm with my friends, I don't have to be responsible for another person. When you're in a relationship, no matter who's the top, the bottom, whatever, you're always having to check in. Are you good, babe? You this, you that. And for the friend, it's almost like, God damn, like, can I just be with my friend? Can we just go without thinking about, you know, does your man eat? Is he feeling away? Is this good? Is that good? Is your man involved? And then sometimes, you know, you have different people in relationships where, you know, if you and your friend are having a conversation, your man tries to jump in it and tries to relate, or you have one of those possessive boyfriends where if they're not getting the attention, then they want to try to divert the conversation to something that they can all relate to. So sometimes it is nice just to be like, all right, I'm going with my girlfriend today, especially when you live with your man, because we live together. So there are times that he's one of my best friends. He's my best friend too. So we do stuff together. But there are times where I'm like, I want to go on Sundays and kick it with my boys, and I don't want to have to worry about anything that you got going on. Whether that's, are you hungry? What you want to drink? What you want to eat? Are you in a good mood? None of that. I just want to worry about me. Here's my tab. Here's what I'm doing. Here's your, you know, because I'm with my girlfriend. I don't have to drive. I don't have to make sure nobody's okay. So, I mean, it's a 50-50 thing for me. But typically, I bring my man with me everywhere, you know, because I don't post him socially. For me, I'm a public figure, and the type of work that I do, I don't put my man online because I feel like people are always trying to cause a divide between relationships, and they're always looking for something to try to tear apart, especially when things are going well. I mean, the last thing I need is somebody online trying to speak out and trying to say he's cheating on me or I'm cheating on him, or, you know, or just using them on their commentary just to try to be spiteful. So I also feel like when you're in a space like for what I'm doing or what we're doing, you just want to have something that's private to you because it's not everybody else's business. And then, not for nothing too, I'm gonna just keep it a stack with you, bitch. We're not gonna be together, and then all of a sudden we break up and you're writing a book on me, and all of a sudden you're fucking clout.
Okay.
Like, let's just be real.
Right.
Yeah. See, for me,
but I appreciate you for helping me elaborate on that. On mine.
For me, it depends on the man. See, I'm cool with whatever you cool with, because I'm gonna be me. Whatever. A lot of my friends will attest. I'm always like this, okay? I don't have no on and off switch. I just hit go. So, you know, some men that I deal with, you know, they're fine with an open relationship, and other people want to, you know, keep it private, or, you know, some people just close friends, and, you know, it's just different. Like, I'm cool with whatever you cool with, as long as you don't be trying to go through my phone or nothing. Okay, on period, we can. And that's just on period.
Yeah. I think for my relationship, I like to just keep things separate. I think that just goes back to being more like a public figure. But also I do think about my own experience as a therapist. So like I am trained to kind of just keep certain things surface level with certain people, and then people that I'm close to, like I was already kind of built with that separation. So for me, I think it's more beneficial, kind of like what our mom was saying, like to just keep things private. so that there's no books coming out about somebody because they're upset. There's not people DMing the person that I'm with because, oh, I thought and I seen it, like, you know, just keeping all the, a lot of relationships that I see that go through that public display of affection usually are tarnished by like side chicks, side niggas, all kinds of different stuff. And I would just rather keep that private. Like, I think every person should have a little piece of something that is private, you know, and relationships.
Yes, it's all about.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Understanding. If you guys have an understanding, it's about understanding what triggers them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you mind, you mind. We don't have to, you know, tell the world if you're uncomfortable with that. It is what it is, especially in this LGBT life. You know what I'm saying? Some people are uncomfortable with who they really are, and it takes time. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, you kind of got to give them that time sometimes.
Yeah. I feel like I'm on like both sides a little bit because like my boyfriend and I, like, we have like our little YouTube channel and stuff like that we do. But even before then, like before we got together, we had met in college. And before we had met, I had just like crossed and whatnot. Like, I was already like involved on campus and somewhat known. So like my face like essentially out there, so like together, then people start linking me with him or linking him with me or whatever, like however you want to like put it or whatever the case may be. And like sometimes like that kind of like got in the way, I guess you can say, because so many people were like, oh, what's going on? Like, oh, I just saw your YouTube. Or like I got this one person that followed us and like, oh, are y'all still together? What's going on? Da 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 da. Just because we haven't posted in a while, but it's like we gotta keep, you know, like y'all was saying, like keeping some things separate. So like, I don't know, I feel like I'm like in between on that, just I guess based off of.
Yeah, because you have a YouTube, and Sean, you and your boy, I would never do that. We talked about it, but I would never do a YouTube with my boyfriend. I would never do that. I would never do that. I would never do that.
Yeah, so that's definitely like something like we work through. So yeah, I don't know. Like it's been
Couples
weird.
Channels
though.
never last, and then you too. I found this. I'm just learning a lot about relationships, just in general, not just this one I'm in. Don't get it twisted, but just in general. You know, especially when you get into that space of creating YouTubes and things like that, there becomes this animosity, and the fans and the subscribers are very, very messy. So they will try to cause a division and a divide through you, because then it's like, well, we like this one more, and we like this one, and you never know what place you found your partner in or what place they found you in. So you might be getting a little bit more life, or they might be getting a little bit more life, and you may think, well, we're together, but couples can be in competition with each other. So if you're getting more competition, if you're getting more attention than that motherfucker, or he getting more attention than you, then the shit can start going awry very quickly.
Yeah.
Not only that, but it can be like the whole point of like just getting to recording, or even just recording like a video. Like I may want to record, or like Keith may not want to record that day, or whatever the case may be. It's just like scheduling and things like that. And then like I work full time, so it's like, and he works full time too. So it's like just trying to find that time where we could be able to do that. You know what I mean? So
And that's just on period.
I mean, I can agree with that. Yeah.
But then you wouldn't want to build your. I mean, and it's like I would never build my brand with a relationship, because baby, once that channel, if it don't work out, who gets the channel?
Right.
Definitely, because like we was even talking about like, well, that's all different conversation. So, but yeah,
you could have a channel, girl, okay, people, because nobody was watching for you anyway, girl. They were watching for me anyway, girl. I'm gonna start a new channel like Queen Naja, girl. I'm gonna blow up.
Right.
How about that?
You're just on the remix. Like, don't.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Like, and for me, it's just got to be one of those things. I need to see that you here, just at this space where I'm in my life. I need to see, like, my circle is tight. First of all, I don't even give everybody my motherfucking phone number. So if I'm going to be fucking with you and be in a relationship with you, I got to know that you're going to be here for me, and now not for, the opportunity, if this shit goes awry, to go and do an interview with a bitch that don't like me. You know what I mean? Right. Or try to get some clout, or just do some weird shit. You know what I mean? And you just never know what motherfuckers be on. So you just got to make sure niggas is like, I don't know. I feel like if you meet my boyfriend, that means you're in the, like, you may not ever see him, like, I don't hide him. He's around. You just gotta look. But at the same time, I'm not going to be like, oh, here's my man. Let's post a picture. Let's post everything on Instagram. Let's do this, because I don't have to prove shit to you. Now, was he with me at Jason Lee's? Yeah. Is he gonna? If we go on red carpets, will he be there? Absolutely. He's there where it matters. But to try to show bitches online, I don't have to prove nothing to you, motherfuckers.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's my thought process. And then, bitch, I need my day away.
I think it has a lot to do with being secure in yourself. Like a lot of people will post relationships just to show, oh, look, I'm worthy of a man, or oh, this is me, or this is that. But when you're secure in your relationship and yourself, you don't have to prove those things to people. Like I've been the same dude for almost like 2 years, and I don't sit and constantly post and do all that. Like, you don't have to.
Lots of people are seeking validation on the internet, which is fine. A lot of us want validation because we are pack animals, and that's what we want. But you don't have to show every little thing. I'm very like private in that way. I don't even like to post myself in real time. It freaks me out. But yeah, no, I'm very private with all that.
And then too, and if your nigga's starting to feel some type of way about you not posting him, you know what I mean? You got to watch that too, because I'm like, bitch, what's the thirst to be posted?
That's true. Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know.
Well, they want the validation too, probably. Like, I'm in your life, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it every once in a blue moon, but I'm not.
Social media has to be that validation.
Tag. Here's his tag. This is his site. This is him. This is like, I feel like once you start doing too much, that's when people start to see, okay, look, you're trying to, like, you're reaching for something. You're looking for validation, like all that stuff. I think it's just a fine balance, kind of like what Jarrett was saying earlier.
And I think, but as us as public figures, where we're on the internet, where we don't know who's watching, you know what I mean? There's got to be a certain level of secrecy, privacy, because when you put yourself out there on the internet and you're putting yourself out there I'm sure you guys read the comments. People like you, some people don't. Miles, you're like one of the most hated with love, but you know what I mean? But it's good. You get what I'm saying? But could you imagine, a year from now, you have a man, people are going to be now in your business. Jelani, you post your nigga, people are going to be in your business. Like at some point, you may not want all of that. You might or
that's the thing.
Or maybe from this you go and build your own talk show or do whatever the fuck you try to do, and all of a sudden everybody wants to be in your DM. Everybody wants to be seen with Miles. Everybody wants to be in a relationship with Sean. Why? You know what I mean? I'm not posting you for that. Most public figures, you don't ever see Charlamagne's wife unless it's necessary.
She's not in the business anyway. She's not even in the business.
Yeah, and I don't. And that's the other thing. I don't date niggas that want to talk.
Right, some people want to be in it.
I can't date you because you're going to be a conflict of interest. We're going to be competing. If you want to be an influencer or famous, all that, I don't need to be with you. I know that's weird, but I wouldn't do it. I need my
I can respect that.
I can understand that. Yeah, I can see that. Because the competition, like in a relationship, the jealousy and all that different kinds of stuff, like I'm just not about that. So I think
it just goes with the balance. You just need like some balance. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't, it's kind of hard to go home to the same shit that you've been seeing all day.
Yes.
Gotta switch it up every now and then. Gotta spice it up.
Okay, well, speaking of relationships, now this is a conversation that we were having, and I thought this would be very, very interesting. So, if you could choose sex, penetration, humping, fucking, the full throttle, you only have one choice, one decision for the rest of your life. You have to give the other one up. What would it be? Sex, like penetration, dick and ass, dick and pussy, whatever, or oral, eating butt, sucking dick, jacking off.
Well, who's giving, who's receiving? Does it go to your position?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. So, which one are you keeping and which one are you getting rid of, especially in a relationship? For me, I'm taking oral all day because sometimes the sex is just I can't get either you're not ready or I'm tired when you done got ready, you done took you forever to get ready, or sometimes it's a lot of energy. Just suck my dick, baby. Let me eat your butt. Let's jack off and we can get on with the day. Like for me, it's nothing better than oral sex. Sometimes, sex can get kind of complicated sometimes because there's a lot of different variables in that, but a good oral session will get you through. So I'm taking oral sex over everything.
I agree. I'm with oral too. I mean,
at first,
I took oral over penetration any day.
See, at first I didn't know which one I wanted to do, but actually, I think I probably had to give up penetration, and I had to keep it oral.
Definitely oral.
Definitely oral.
Yeah, I'm gonna do penetration. I think I like that the most. I like that the most because there's a process that goes into it. There's like the whole scene, everything. You're building up to it, all of that. And then you have the climax. Like, I love the whole thing. Maybe because I'm an author, I write books and blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So what do you do more, though? Like, if in a week's time, do you find yourself having penetration more or oral or jacking up? Like, what do you feel like you do more?
I would say that I do, like, oral and jacking off more.
Yeah, we
just because
penetration
it's like being busy. Yeah, but I think that it is good to be able to kind of like wait, you know, and have that wonder. Like you start to imagine your spouse doing X, Y, Z, and then you're kind of like, oh, what is he doing? Oh, this and that, and then it builds up to like that big boom factor. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want the quick and fast. I would rather like the romantic, the slow, like the thought out, like a really just nice, sensual experience. You know,
but I think sometimes the oral can be hot.
Oral can be like,
yeah, like
you
you can
know what I'm
definitely
saying?
get that whip.
That one, bitch.
Get a little whipped cream or something. Like you can incorporate some things and make that a little spicier.
And it be the
Blonde
angles and
hoe.
the different stuff for the oral and the jacking off set. Like it could be a really hot set. But
Now,
Keep
what
it
I
what
will
you can
say-
do.
Now, what I will say, and Miles, this might be a phobia, but I have a big phobia of like getting head and getting bit. Like, I just have a thing about that. Like, I get afraid. I'm like, you know. So
What?
I don't like to bit. Like, they got your life.
That's
They got your
funny.
life in their mouth. You know,
Not your life.
you know. all
Still ain't
the-
if your niggas, if you gotta
Like,
listen, you better have that conversation. This nigga, you should not be after 2 years. You should not be afraid of getting your dick sucked.
but it's been
That's
like
the
that
best thing a man can receive in their life is getting that dick sucked. Do you know how good that feels, bitch, to get your dick sucked? Oh my
That's
god!
I mean, but a
And it's all
prostitute can suck your dick. But when it comes to a person that loves you, it takes a lot more energy to put you into the mood and the experience and the music and all the talking. Anybody is tripping to suck your dick.
Right.
That's
Ain't
easy.
no
Quick.
energy in no mood for or like, bitch, it's out. Suck it, bitch. That's
up,
the
it's
I
up.
absolutely agree
It is
with
suck,
that.
bitch.
No, pick it up.
Agree with
It is
that.
suck.
It's the penetration for me. Okay.
Because there's
It's
nothing
the
like that.
penetration for me. Okay, on period.
Right.
Yes. I ain't no sucky if I can't effy. Okay, on period.
That's supposed
I know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
feel
about.
that.
Like,
Yes,
I
you gotta
feel
lick
that.
it before you stick it. Okay, it's a process. Like you said, it's to build up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we start out with some head, but at the end of the fiasco, I definitely want some ass. Okay,
Right,
and that's
exactly.
period.
Well, it can be a lot of
Okay,
pressure.
hold on. Okay, so hold on. So we have this conversation when we have these. So we got to do this. I am a versatile top. Jalan's a bottom. Jared, you're a what?
I knew you was about to do that, Ty.
I have to because we got to get. Okay, you're a top.
T-Pain
Chris,
with it.
Sean,
verse bottom.
you're a versatile. And Miles,
You can call me versatile bottom.
versatile bottom. And official Keep Payne.
I'm fully versatile. I'm very aggressive.
Okay, so it's different choices for different folks. So for me, being a versatile top, and for those people that don't know what versatile top is, versatile top, I don't really like sucking a lot of dick. I don't like that. I like to eat butt. I like to fuck, bitch. Now here's the thing, bitch. You might can hit it every, okay? Every, because it's fast. You know what I mean? It's every blue moon. But I'm not really into that. You know what I mean? However, I'm not going to say never.
Right.
But, bitch, me being that way, I also know there's a lot of work that a bottom has to go through. So, bitch, and sometimes being a top two, me and my man, like, sometimes we don't be on the same page all the time. And it's hard to be because sometimes he horny as fuck and ready to do it and it's the right way. And bitch, he been and went and dushed and clean and this and bitch, I done fucked around and fell asleep.
Oh.
And then there's other times where I'm ready to go and bitch, we done just had a whole nacho salad. I'm like, girl, this ain't gonna end well for me. So it's just like, fuck it, just suck it. Let's watch a nasty porno, bitch. Where's the poppers and let's jack, like, because then we can meet in the middle.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, it's a lot of problems with the bottom sometimes. And then at the top two, like, honestly, it's a lot of injuries. Sometimes I don't feel like fucking you because, like, being a top, you gotta fuck, bitch. Like, it's
a workout.
A lot of work.
It's a motherfucking workout, bitch, if you really gonna fuck. You know what I'm saying, bitch? And then when you fucking, bitch, like, I fuck the fuck, bitch. Like, I'm not fucking.
Yes, me
So
too.
it's a lot, bitch. Like, if I'm fucking, bitch, I'm fucking the fuck. And bitch, you know, you get them poppers, bitch. I'm with
How
the
y'all feel
shit.
about the poppers?
Them good old.
I'm not a popper person, but
Bitch, I'm a poppers person.
give me a
bitch.
drink or some weed.
So, like, what is that even like?
I've tried it.
Like, 'cause
I've tried it, but I never
that.
tried it during sex. I just literally
From my experience, like what it does, because I used to just do that for fun back in the day, you know, back in my good old day. But what it does is it kind of just brings you, at least from my experience, like into the present moment. Like everything is just like right now. Yeah, like everything is just like no more memories, no more thoughts, just everything right here, right now.
It's just like I just want to get on you, like
it's the sniffing part for me. It's the sniffing part for me. I just can't with it.
Yeah, that's hard to get past. Nose since I was 6 years old, and I got a marble stuck in there. Okay, I ain't picked in my motherfucking nose. Okay,
I mean, but really, what it is the CB cleaner. That's really all it is.
It's a what?
Cleaner. It's not good for you, but it's CB cleaner. Like
like a CD player.
That's terrible.
That's not good.
It's like sniffing marker.
Pretty much, yeah.
This is a popper. This is Old English.
Come on, that sounds fancy.
Bitch, Old English.
That sounds real classic.
It's a medium to a mild.
How's that smell?
It's like a variation within it.
Yeah, so they got harder ones. But I like the Old English.
So what would happen if you sniffed it right now? Would you be like, would it go good with your drink or something? You know what I mean?
You'll be good. It's just a matter of like you be feeling good too. Like
it'll loosen you up too.
Do some people just do poppers?
Yeah. No, here's the thing. So a lot of the white queens in the clubs, they sit around and they hit the poppers. I don't understand that because poppers make me horny. Like I like popper, bitch. I can, bitch. Poppers turn me up. So like if I'm watching a porno and I need to jack off, bitch, it hit the poppers, bitch. The angle it just intensifies the session for me. So there's that, and then too, when you're fucking someone. The bottom, I like my bottoms to hit the poppers, bitch, because it opens them up. They'd be more relaxed to take dick.
What if they're trained enough? They know how to open it themselves.
I mean, but why do you think? Because a lot of porn stars use poppers too and some other shit, but it's poppers so that they can be loose, so that they could be, centered and ready, like all that stuff. So he ain't lying about that. I mean, it just is what it is.
Somebody said I'm not sipping poppers on live. Bitch would know you a fucking lie. I did not know fucking poppers on live. But bitch, I do have poppers. No, and the other piece is too, though, for me, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, bitch. When you're in a relationship and I just keep it real, bitch, and you do a lot of fucking, bitch, and it's the same shit, like you fucking the same, whatever, bitch, you hit them poppers, the popper may make you say, okay, bitch, let's get booty naked and fuck in the middle of the backyard, bitch, all right, girl, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to just, because, bitch, let me tell you
poppers
something.
Is like a rush of adrenaline. It's like a rush of adrenaline.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
Everything just kind of like comes.
You're right.
Yes. And so, and there's been times, my man is sucking my dick and we're jerking off and whatever, and I'm like, okay, this is cute, this is cool, whatever, but then, bitch, he hit the poppers and turned into a beast. I'm like, yeah, this is everything. Yes. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like that enhancement.
I need you to transform, Miss Mama. Like, I need you to transform and perform, girl.
Right. But it doesn't really last that long, though.
No, it's like 10 seconds.
Keep doing it.
That's the thing about them.
Like what you were touching on
earlier.
30.
I had a friend that was like really, really big on that shit. He had like in his refrigerator different kinds of poppers. He was sniffing them all the time. I'm like, girl, you're gonna get a headache playing with that. Like,
killing your brain cells for real.
Right. Like you
ever see the huffing?
Having so much fun.
You gotta be a little careful,
baby. You gotta.
You do. Yeah, you do.
So like the ones that's like
you get headaches,
mild to like hard or whatever. Like so like the one that's like on the higher scale. Like does it like last longer or something?
No, I mean they have different ones to where the Rush, because they have Rush. That's one of the original ones. So Rush, it's it's like it's an immediate, and then they have like a Jungle Juice that's like it's a mellow, and then it hits, and then they have this kind. I like this one.
Just have a drink
because this is more like of a mild, bitch. So you feel like it's not really working, but I like that because, bitch, I can't take too much.
See, I like the strong.
I tried one that was really strong.
Do it,
I tried.
We gonna do it.
Y'all ever see the huffing? Y'all ever see the huffing?
What is
the huffing where they like spray in the towel and the.
Oh yeah, what is that one?
What is that?
And I feel so weird. One of my favorite porn stars does that, Jason Zhu, and I've interviewed him on the platform. Yes, bitch. But Jason Zhu, that's a hot bitch. No shade. And she being sprayed. What does that mean? What does that do? What is it? Tell me about.
I think it's like a popper thing. Yes.
See, I don't know.
All the end sinuses.
I've heard of people using like that spray stuff.
I think it's probably some better hit because it's.
Like the stuff
like
where people sniff that too.
Some people do things to calm their nerves, like so you don't feel anything. They like to shove big toys in their butts. I won't say how I know, but I know. Let's just say that.
Now that's the piece for me.
I've always wondered about gaping, like that, all that extra. I'm like, how
I don't
do y'all
like
fit
that.
that in there? That's
I don't like that.
it looks nasty, like that rosebud. I'm
I don't like that.
And y'all think
Bro,
fists are the limit?
It's the balloon
It's
knots
not.
for me.
No,
It's the balloon knots.
Because
I don't like the rosebuds. I don't like. I don't get the, but you know what?
Like, no.
I have a girlfriend that used to use a lot of toys and stuff, and she ripped her inside a little bit. You know what I mean? So my thing is, how are these girls getting double dick, fisted, and all that, and then they're going back to normal? Like, to me, I would never. But then you watch a porno, and you can tell when a bitch. And this is the other thing too. Like, bottoms got to be very careful because you can tell when a butt has been beat the fuck up because it don't close no more, and your farts probably don't even make no noise. It's just air. It just.
It's not so.
Bro, bitch, you can't even fart no more.
Oh my god!
All that damn
Bitch.
One cup or whatever video that was from back in the day. You remember that dude that tried to fit that whole glass jar in his
Oh!
Just like clamped up ever since.
One guy, one jar.
Yeah, something like that. When it
I know all of them. I know all of them. I'm weird. I had no friends.
Oh my god.
That's a whole nother level.
No, girl, let's picture keep making you over here trying to act like a prude girl.
Right.
Like, let's just keep it real. Like, girl, you act like you trying to give us the judgy face. Like, girl, you bitch, stop trying to. Why do the girls act like that they're not sexual or sexual fluid creature? Like, this is gay sex, bitch, and we're all having it. We all watch porn. This is what it gives.
Porn is wild.
I don't watch the whole little gaping thing because that's
no, I don't watch that
me
either. So here's another thing. Do you watch porn with your man? Would you watch porn in a relationship?
I think we have before.
I wouldn't mind. I like porn.
So y'all don't do that.
I don't like to watch porn.
I wouldn't mind it.
Sometimes I watch certain things just to watch it and see what it look like because I ain't never finna let nobody put me in a gaping position. So I might as well watch it and see what it look like. It's nasty. I'm good. Like those kind of things. Like I'll watch stuff just to see what it looks like in person. But no, I'm not going to do that. You know.
I don't know
what that looks like.
We got there yet.
I'm absolutely seen the shit too. Okay, on period. But girl, I don't subscribe. I don't get my dick hard. Okay. You see, when I watch that shit, my face just look just like this. Okay.
Yes. Especially when I'm with someone else.
Because we watch porn separately. So my thing is, if
with somebody else, you like,
right.
But I'm just talking about regular porn. Like I just kind of feel like we don't go around having threesomes and shit like that. So it's like, bitch, I know you're gonna watch porn. I'm gonna watch porn, and maybe we see somehow. Like it's nice to like. He might like a big old fat black dick, and I might want to see a bitch with a fat ass, and we might want to see him fuck. Like, bitch, that turns me, and sometimes for me, it turns me on to know that my nigga was turned on. Like, I just kind of feel like I don't ever feel like I have to cheat on my man because, bitch, we're in sync. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, if I be like, oh, babe, like, let's go watch this porno. Like, oh, I seen this the other day. This boy got a fat ass. He like, let's watch it. Let's bust a nut real quick before we go to the mall. Bitch, and we did that. You know what I mean? Like, we had that community, and I think that's dope. Like, when you start getting to those points where it's like, oh, you can't watch, are you watching porn? It's like, bitch, I'm gonna watch the porn whether you hear or not. So, bitch, we might as well get it in together.
Right.
And I like that we can do that.
Porn is just a private thing for me, so I guess I get awkward when I'm watching it with someone else. And I don't know, like, I've gone over to guys' houses, and they've just, like, been playing porn in the background, and it's like, I don't know, it just gives me a weird vibe of like, oh, I gotta get horny. I don't know. It's just a weird vibe for me. But yeah, I guess it could be cool I didn't think of it like that. Definitely could be cool.
Yeah, because it just brings you closer, and it's just like, oh, like sometimes I get turned on by the fact that, bitch, my nigga got so turned on by this scene, and I don't know, but maybe it's just me. Like, I'm like, okay, you like that, bitch? That turned me up. Like, I don't know. It's just because I just don't want to feel like we're not dead. Just because you become in a relationship does not mean that this boy ass not fat. Just because we're in a relationship, that means he not cute. So, bitch, if it turned, and 9 times out of 10, we got the same type. So, bitch, if it turned me on, I know it turned you on. So, bitch, let's just bust this nut and keep on. Right. You know what I mean? Like, and I just feel like that's what's been working. That's been working. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real. Because I think it stops working when you start trying to hide it.
Right.
or trying to act like you're not attracted to other people or other things don't get your attention. You know, we all get tempted every day. But if you just be like, babe, you don't have to hide it from me, bitch. If we see a big old, like, there's times sometimes, like if me and him see a boy with a fat ass, like there might be a time where I'll be like, we might be doing a jack off session. Be like, bitch, what if we seen that boy fat ass? Busting up, bitch. I mean, I just don't want my man to feel like he's in jail being with me. Like, but I used to be that person because I used to feel like, oh, if you were looking at him like, oh, would you leave him for me? I'm very confident in myself. You know what I mean? And I'm also understanding to the fact that sex is just sex. So we're physical creatures as men. So sometimes, bitch, if, like I said before, if you notice his ass, if I see his ass is fat, damn nigga, you know his ass is fat. Right. So bitch, let's just go ahead and acknowledge his ass is fat and keep it pushing.
Exactly.
Because you know, and so I don't know. But that's what I've learned being in a but 4 years in, you gotta get creative.
It sounds ideal.
Yeah.
You gotta get creative, or the shit's gonna get boring. And that's just a fact. It's going to get boring, bro.
Yeah.
Rihanna.
I feel it though.
I say, like, we've been together for like 3 years or whatever, and like, I don't know, like, I always like buy like random little things and like hide them like in his little drawer for like later on, like whenever we link up. I mean, some of the shit get used, some of the shit like I know he's not going for it, so I just buy it just so I can laugh later on. To be honest,
like toys. Like, some of the,
yeah, definitely like toys, like
handcuffs and stuff.
Like oh, yeah, I got like 2 different types of handcuffs. I got like a whip. I got like 2 or 3 like little blindfolds and stuff like that.
Let me
like,
see. Go get him, bitch. Go get him. Go get him, bitch. I got a pair of handcuffs here too. July, you ain't got no handcuffs?
You gotta keep the sex interesting.
You know I get that for work.
No.
I
just have that for normal.
Me and my dude is saying quite new, so it's like we ain't that bored yet from our regular sex life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not bored yet, so I mean, I'm pretty sure when that moment comes, it's gonna be popping. You know what I'm saying?
You let him use a toy on you?
Yeah, they never
but I've done it before though.
Me.
Like,
I'm always the one to get bored. I'll be the one to suggest the handcuffs. Let's put handcuffs on tonight.
Yeah, I've been in situations like that before. Though.
It be me. Like, because I know I'm not bored and girl. I know it's my responsibility. Okay, to keep the sex interesting. Okay, I'm never depend on a nigga to keep the sex interesting. If that's the case,
well, no, that's because you like straight men though. So it's different because you feel like you got to make sure that nigga don't leave you for a bitch.
You still like straight men?
That's just no period.
What? Yeah. Okay. Well, shit. Okay.
So you don't want a real relationship?
I've been in a real relationship with straight men. Okay.
Yeah, she dates straight men. Like, talk about it. Let's get into it.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I love the trade. Okay, the trade love me, and that's just on period. No, but I really just started all over on a dating life. The men that I was talking to didn't appreciate the fact that I moved to LA to chase my dreams. So I'm single again. Okay, as always. Well, I never really, tied down like that as of lately. Okay, since I broke up with my ex. But yeah, that's what I like. I mean, I like what I like. Okay, on period. That's what I mean.
You love straight men. She don't do any none of us will be her type. She don't like any sissies, queens, queers.
You really can't help what you attract.
She only like straight men.
But all my friends are straight too. Like I have a few gay friends, but most of the guys I hang out with are all straight. I'm gonna tell you.
He only dates straight men.
So what would you say like is your reason behind that as far as like hanging around more?
And he don't do a lot of bitches like that. Like, and so you could talk about this, like, because his issue don't ever be like boys like us. His issue be like these niggas be talking to him and then having bitches and it like talk about it, bitch. That's you are the expert at this. Talk about it.
That be the issue. That really be the issue.
But is it an issue for you?
Oh, it's issue for it's issue for me. That is issue for the last.
Why do you keep dating them?
Well, because sometimes it's not an issue. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But when it is an issue, you need to know how to move. And
I'm sure the issue probably turns you on. That's what it's giving.
Yeah, because what I was gonna say was, is it because like there's a thrill of the chase? Like you're able to capture the trade dude, like and it's your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Let's rewind. And let's talk about me. Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
talk about you for a
because
second.
I don't
Period.
check. I don't check.
But Jared, we're coming for you, so you keep your shit on standby.
Okay, and that's so period. All the men that I've talked to in my past have all came on to me. I don't come on to men. I just put myself in positions to get in front of these men. Okay, on period. Like,
Right.
girl, like I'm a very attractive man. Like I never if I go and I flirt a little bit, girl, chances are that things gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these niggas don't know until they know. You know what I'm saying? They be confused. They be thinking that, this is what they supposed to. You know what I'm saying? That this is the way. This is what the American way. What people have showed them to do. You know what I'm saying? But then
So you convert them?
I'm a converter, girl.
That's what you're subtly trying to say. Do y'all hear when he's trying to slide in there?
No, girl. Do not say that because bitch, they'll be trying to use that against you, bitch.
Right.
But
if they didn't want to, they wouldn't.
I really don't see. I go to like straight parties, straight events, and I just meet the niggas, and girls, they like me, and it is what it is. And then I'm not. The difference between me and a lot of gay men is that a lot of them want instant gratification. Like they meet you, it's time to have sex. Like I want to have sex the same day. I'm not like that. I get to know these men. Sometimes it'd be a whole year. We've been friends a whole year. I know everything about them. I done met everybody in their family. You know what I'm saying? We're really good friends, and they're tired of what they're used to. So.
And what they're used to is women, is what you're saying. They're tired of women. They're tired of women. Hello, how do I? What you're saying? They're tired of women.
Is it working?
I guess so.
So that's what you want forever?
No, that's not. No, we're talking about situational things. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know because
I've been in relationship. I was with my ex for 6-7 years. When I met him, he was talking to girls. But when he talked to me, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so they're straight.
Hold on. Tell them the story. Tell them the story, the shortened version about the boy that you were dating, and then you took him to, you came out of town and you took him to your girlfriend's house, and she tried to fuck him. Tell the.
Oh, see, no.
Remember?
That's terrible.
What happened? Okay.
That's fucked up.
Okay, so I moved to LA. Okay. And one of my friends that I talked to back home wanted to come to LA. He'd never been outside of the area that we lived in. He was like, I've never been outside of this area. I was like, oh, well, you can come with me. So when I came to LA, I linked up with my exes, the one I was talking about that I was with 6-7 years. I linked up with his little sister. Okay. So when I linked up with her, she liked the nigga that I was with or whatever. She was making all kind of advances, giving all kind of innuendos, making all kind of sexual eye contact, like you can meet me in the room late night. I was like, see how could never.
But she clearly knows who he is, and she clearly knows that the nigga, if he's with him, there is obviously some tea, like girl.
Exactly.
He would not. He don't keep niggas around him
that aren't straight.
For no reason.
That's not that he's not fucking with. Like, why would you do that?
Wait, but does she know he's straight?
Yes, but
so what if she got to turn on from taking him back?
Anyway,
do women do that?
I think
that woman did.
Some,
so this little girl, she had stayed with me before. She was my ex's little sister. I had looked at her for her. She was on some weird shit. I should never pulled up on her motherfucking ass. But after we had left, she took it upon herself to find him on my Instagram and DM him, and they was talking and all.
No, girl, you gotta tell how y'all was laying
terrible.
on the couch and she had the door open and was trying to get him to come in the room and lay with him.
Oh my gosh,
but
all
you
of
and
that.
him was laying on the couch and she like, well, you want to come in here and lay in the bed with me? And
so basically, choose me or her.
She was giving that.
That's
Well, I mean, that's what he
annoying.
told. You gotta get into the team.
That's what she gave.
She was in competition with you.
Yeah,
exactly. We was laying
I
on
hope
the
you cut
couch.
that hoe
It
off.
was a better dick.
I hope you cut that hoe off.
Absolutely. We don't talk to this thing, and she live out here. We don't talk. I don't fuck with her. A pussy hoe could never. Okay, really, she was coming for me because
Bitch, I would have started fucking him right on
she
her
felt
couch.
like I had turned out her brother, and she said, "Miles, you might be right because this is what she said. She said she felt like the boy I was with reminded him her of her brother. Okay, and they felt like I turned her brother out. So maybe she was trying to bring him back to the other side. When she hit him up, she was like, she was hitting him up like, yo, you gay, and all this stuff. And then at some point in the conversation, he had told her that he was gonna pistol whip me and something. So
excuse me.
How did they escalate to that level?
Because when straight men are confronted about this
by the female, this is what I'm saying. Women make straight men feel like they have to do that because these same niggas, I'll be there. They'll be calling him all day long, but they'll get in front of these bitches because the women be like, "You gay? You hanging around with a bunch of fags? Oh, bitch, that's the faggot ass nigga. I'm using him. I'll pistol whip that nigga. I beat that faggot nigga's ass."
Right,
but
right.
But they'll be up under us, kicking and be like, "Bitch, they don't be thinking about they bitch."
They don't.
Be very clear.
They don't.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Just like the nigga that had you hemmed up in the corner that was all what's the name house was all in your face, and then it was a girl and his mama and her mama. They was mad because the boy was talking to Mike. Oh, you gay? You gay? Why are you talking to him? Why are you not talking to my daughter?
Yes. At the
what's happening?
House.
Right.
Yes. Armand slipped up because he over there drinking, but the official Kingpin
official Kingpin, right?
Oh.
Okay, yes, I was at one of the barbers' house. Okay, one of our mutual friends, and they had a party. Okay, and his brother, who he felt is heterosexual, these are very masculine men that I hang around.
Yeah,
so,
she loves that. She
loves
like
that. Oh my god! Like, get away from me.
Let me tell you something. One of the boys that bitch, the body is like, bitch, that motherfucker fine, bitch. Booty is stacked out the game. I'm like, oh my god, this man is body, bitch. You know when the boys got the back, bitch,
and it's like,
oh my god, you be like, my god, bitch, god. But anyway, keep going.
Through the scene.
So I was at the house and he was saying something to the effect like, oh, his brother is not gay or something. Because I was like, oh, his brother is cute. He was saying his brother's not gay or something. I was like, and I was saying like all men, I feel like everybody can be gay. Like, like there's like, it's a thought.
I think everyone can explore their sexuality, but can they be in love with a man?
Okay. So anyway,
they can be in love with parts of a man, like maybe.
Long story short, right? By the end of the party, by the end of the party, this was a challenge for me. End of the party, me and his brother was hugged up in the corner at the end of the party. The brother was so upset he had to he pulled me and his brother apart. Like he was trying to keep us away from each other. The brother was fine. He kept looking, and he looked his brother in the eye and said, "You drunk? You're a drunk. Give him some water. Give him some water. Why are you over here?" Like, mind you, his girlfriend and his girlfriend's mother was at the party. The mother comes up to me, "Oh, what are you doing? You trying to turn my son-in-law out?" Yeah, and then the daughter comes over. It's like, "Oh, you want my man?" Girl, I didn't do nothing but walk up in here. Okay, and have a conversation. It wasn't that hard to take him, girl. If he wanted to mind you, I haven't heard from them since then. But the next day, they felt obligated to call Armand and tell them their side of the story. Which was they were trying to say that. Allegedly, they were trying to say that I was crawling on the floor.
Oh, girl, I wasn't going to go there.
I was begging for the attention of his brother. I said, "A pussy hole could never."
Not begging for the attention.
I was crawling on the mother. I said, "So how did we end up in the corner? Hugged up?"
Hey, I'm not into kink shaming.
How did we end up in the corner hugged up? Okay.
Nothing wrong with crawling on the floor.
Yeah. I'm here. I have no problem crawling on the floor. I know how to do all the
bitch, especially bitch if it's right worth it, bitch.
I know how to do all of that. I crawl on the floor, but I don't need no audience, and I wasn't doing that. Like, what was I doing that for? And if I did crawl on the floor, apparently it worked because me and your brother was in the corner hugged up. Okay, the same brother.
Okay. We gotta move on. We gotta get to Sean. We gotta get to Sean's topic. But before we get to Sean's topic, I'm trying to see which ones you got, Jerry. What you got?
Oh, see, I ain't got nothing wild. Like I said,
okay,
just, like handcuffs.
Oh,
okay. I like the
Like, these
more
are all the things that I got right.
What do the furry ones do? What do the furry ones do? What did we say? What is that?
This is
Little
something
cushion,
like
little cushion.
hard on your like wrist, like versus like.
Yeah, little cushion.
I'm like, I
You
don't know how
a
many I've
nasty
been
little
arrested or
freak,
not, but
bitch.
like.
that laugh though, that he, it's like,
Don't get drunk at your house, okay?
Right.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah.
Wait, let me see the whip. Okay, period.
It came in a little
nine
set.
tail
I
whip.
can't find a little.
I want to feel it.
The little blindfolds, but like it came a little set. But this
Right.
wasn't bad at all. Was not bad at all. I said I can get this on and popping.
Oh,
Okay, period.
Popping.
All right, Sean. So lead us into your last and final topic.
Okay, so I was doing some research like I always do. You know, I'm a therapist, so I'm always looking for the newest information and things like that. We had somebody come in earlier this week or weeks before.
Not Jared Epstein. Oh.
LGBT, all that stuff. So I was looking at some research and I saw that there was this gay throuple. They call them a throuple because it's a 3 set of men. They were able to adopt a baby together and put all of their birth information as fathers on the birth certificate. So I wanted to ask you guys, like, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that it's a great benefit, you know, because of everything that's recently happening, or do you feel like that can cause some confusion for the child? Because I was like, wow, like all of these men, they fought for, I believe, about 4 years silently to be able to be put on the birth certificate at the time of birth.
That's too much. It's too much. It's too much confusing. This is the thing that gay people, transgender, gender non-binary people confuse the fuck out of me. It's too much extra shit added to it. Just 3 men, 1 baby, everybody's first and last name, and that's too much. Just pick a person. Pick a bitch.
For me, what I'm the most concerned about is the divorce Like, if you guys separate, where the child gonna go, who's really, like, you know, those kinds of things. And it's like, yes, it does take a child to raise a village, but like when you insert that third person in there, like what kind of role do they play? Like I was really thinking about that different kind of stuff.
Can I emphasize, this is not a gay problem. This is a polyamorous or polygamous, whatever it is, a polyamorous relationship problem. Like this is a whole subculture. Polyamorous, I believe it is. It's not gay to be 3 people in a relationship. That's polyamorous.
No.
But sometimes it's a gay problem because I don't have plenty of men ask me to be uncle or stepdad or whatever.
Well, gay people are more open to the idea, but it's not. There's straight polyamorous folks.
I think it's confusing.
And I just think it's important to point out that it's not every gay person trying to be 3 in a couple. You know, it's not a gay thing. It's a polyamorous thing.
I
mean, personally, I wouldn't partake in a polyamory, but I don't know. I think that's a little confusing.
I mean, it is a gay thing because they're gay, yes. But I'm just saying we need to make that add that to like.
I get what Miles is saying.
Yeah.
Miles is saying this is not a gay thing. This is a polyamorous thing because straight people can be in polyamorous relationship too. So let's not just label all gay people trying to have kids and fucking just big confusion, fuck pile of bullshit. I get you, but in the sense, this is gay people.
Definitely.
So I think this shit is confusing though, and
it is confusing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the idea was passed in California, which is what they were saying. And the big component that was making it really different was that normally they'll go back to the back end and add a person, like that third person. But in this situation, they wanted all 3 of them added by the time the baby was born. So like you got daddy, you got dada, you got papa, like, you know, all these different things. So it's like, you know, how beneficial is that for the child? Like, okay, yes, you can look at the fact that it does take a child to raise a village, so they have more opportunities to be able to feel like they're being cared for, protected. So like when dad forgot to come to the basketball game, okay, you got 1 to 3 people that can do that, you know, that kind of thing.
Well, that's the thing. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Keep going, Sean.
No, but what I was gonna say about the cons of it is, like you guys were saying, it's just confusing. Like who do I answer to? Are we on the same path when it comes to like the way that we raise our kids? Like it's already hard enough having 2 people having the same track and brain when it comes to raising a kid. But when you add that third person, like, where's the hierarchy in that? Like, how does that work? You know what I'm saying?
Well, if all three people have the same ideals, then I think it could work. The thing is, there's pros and cons to everything, right? So I feel like there can be positives, obviously, because, like you said, it takes a village, and we're supposed to be independent or dependent. We're interdependent. So we're supposed to rely on, like, you see those, what are they called? Like on Mixed Dish, where they lived on that cult kind of thing. You know, the cult kind of living, where they all live in a commune kind of living. You ever see those things? Well, I feel like those can be beneficial, you know? So I don't look negatively upon it. It's just not for me, you know? And I feel like it can, who am I to judge? I just don't think it's going to be a new standard or anything. But hey, if they make it legal, I mean, cool. I just feel like there can be positives too. Look, we're an interdependent species. We need each other. It's not just your mom and dad and then you're good. You know, you still have other people around you who, you know, they don't have to be your birth parent to take care of you. I feel like you can grow up on a commune and still be fruitful and be amazing. Like, imagine if you grew up on a commune, you might be different, but you would have certain things in you that other people don't have.
No. We're not normalizing polyamorous babies.
Well, it wouldn't be normal, but it's a thing.
But it is
you
a
know?
good thing that these people have come together to adopt a child. Like, that's amazing. You know, this child could be in the system. You know, it is probably going to create some confusion, but I think that the child is going to appreciate
Not being in the
the fact
system.
that they're not in the system and growing up. You know, a lot of kids that grow up in those systems experience, you know, sexual abuse and violence, uh, starvation. You know, like the people that adopt them, they're not really in it for the kids. They in it for the check. So I think that is amazing because it sounds like these three people who are in a relationship, a unit. You know what I'm saying? They're working together. Um, have come together and they want a child and they're going to raise it together as a team. It takes a village, like they say. So,
I think
uh,
for me, I think the big proponent for me would be just more so like, are you guys making sure that you're signing this and all this stuff is happening before the baby comes out? Like, if that's what y'all want to do, that's cool. But make sure that all those documents and stuff are put together before the baby comes out. Let's not add a third person at the end and all that other extra stuff. But even still, like when we're looking at that type of situation, do you really need to be the third dad? Like, can't you be the uncle? Can't you be like, you know what I'm saying?
Family
like,
friend or something.
right. Like,
But not if they're all in a relationship.
why does a two-person, relationship have to be the norm? Just like, you know,
It
LGBT
doesn't, because
is
right
the
and wrong
norm.
is subjective.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why does it have
No
to
matter
be a
how
man
weird
and a
it
woman?
is.
You know, why does it have to be two men? You know what I'm saying? Like, if these people, if they come to, you know, this understanding that we want to raise this child up, you know, when people take on that responsibility, they have good intentions. You know, you're not gonna get no kid and, you know, fuck their life over. You're gonna raise them up. You know what I'm saying? Into the way that you want them to go. So
Either way, it's going to be a weird experience for the kid, whether it's on some paperwork or not, because the kid's not going to see any
life
paperwork.
itself is weird. Everything that happens in this life is unexplainable. You know what I'm saying? It's
Definitely.
weird. So, you know, what's meant to be will be. If that child is meant to be with them three men, okay, on period, then it is what it is. Okay, there was three wise men in the Bible. Okay.
Okay, well let me ask you guys this. Okay, I didn't read the full article. I'm not even gonna lie, bitch, but I want to get into it really quick. I know you guys kind of read it, but there was a transgender couple that had a baby, but there was a trans man, female to male, and a transgender woman, male to female, and they had a baby, but they needed to change the mom and the dad on the birth certificate. What do you guys think about that?
Hold on. So, like, you mean the trans man with the trans female? Trans woman?
So
I'm getting it wrong.
the
Like on the birth certificate?
The female to male wanted to be the dad, and the male to female wanted to be the mom.
The father gave birth.
Well, what are they?
The
not
woman,
doing anything wrong.
the mother impregnated the father.
What I feel about that is what is meant to be will be. Y'all did all of it, okay?
But the trans man had the baby.
Okay,
right.
In a heterosexual relationship, okay, and that's just on period.
That's still about to say yes.
I think it just needs to reflect whatever it is that couple decides that they're going to have their
Don't
child.
you start your bullshit today with that.
No, whatever it is that y'all plan
It's so
on
annoying.
calling mom and dad, whoever's going to be mom, dad, whatever y'all call it, put it on the list that way. However y'all want to run it that way. That's how I feel.
Okay,
I also
now that we
I
know,
don't think
hold
they can
on.
understand.
Now that we know, no, hold on. Now that we know philosophically how he feels, how does Sean feel?
That's how I feel. I feel like that.
I can agree with that. Like, I feel like.
Do you think that the trans man, the mom, and the transgender woman, the dad, or what?
The father.
I
Okay.
honestly think that they can relate
Who's the
more.
father?
I think they can
I don't
relate
think
more.
it matters.
Wait a minute.
They're both
When I was growing up, my mama was the mother and the father. Okay, my mama was the mother and the father. Okay, on period. So it doesn't matter.
But they all not get it though.
Individual can play both
They have
roles.
similar struggles. They have similar
It's the
problems.
role. It's the role.
Okay, let me say this.
Yeah.
So it's easier for them to coincide with each other because they have similar lifestyles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it's that much of a shocker. It's still a heterosexual relationship.
Yeah.
If you want to be honest. You know what I'm saying? They just made it a little confusing, but that's it.
Right.
I don't think it's too much wrong with it. I think it's a little weird from the outside looking in, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's that. I don't think
That's
it's
just
that
on period.
When I read the article, it seemed that the couple was offended that they were misgendered. Now, there's a few things I want to know. Do they physically look like male and female, their respective genders they've chosen? Especially, because I'm sure the mother or the father had to be off of testosterone maybe to have the baby naturally, in my mind. But I don't know. And I'm sure the mother had to be off estrogen to have the baby, impregnate the woman, the father naturally. So, if you're trans and it's a confusing world, I don't think you should really be offended that they misgendered you. It's the whole misgendering for me. You want to be called what you want to be called, fine. But I'm not going to attack the hospital because they misgendered you. I mean, you had a baby out of your vagina. You did a mother's act. So at the end of the day, forgive them if they're confused. You did the ultimate woman thing that they consider,
I'm confused because there's a vagina down there.
I just think they need to assign it based off
a role. It depends on what's on the paperwork when they come. What's on.
But they changed the paperwork. It's not a crime. They changed the paperwork. They rectified it and they fixed it. They fixed it in like 2 seconds. So why are you saying?
Like I work within the
God don't read no papers when you get
and
to
things of
heaven.
that nature, and it's like we had accidentally misgendered one of the hosts that we have for our AIDS Walk event that we have coming up soon, but we had to hurry up and fix that. So we had got a quick little backlash from the from our requesting department and whatnot, just based off of that simple, small little typo. Essentially, that what it was a quick typo. But like we had received backlash off of that due to that because we misgendered them and we're part of that whole we work towards the LGBT community. Like that's who we work with.
I understand.
Like I see why they would get offended essentially if that's something that they go by. Like if that's on my driver's license, on my birth certificate. Granted, if I got that changed or not. Granted, if that's what I personally believe or not.
You got to read the article.
If you want to go by, then that's what you want to go by.
The article is like.
I did not read the article.
So no! I'm not saying you got to read it like you didn't get it, but like when the article is like, oh my god, like I can't believe I had birth and they misgendered me at the end of it. Like, okay, can we just take a breath here and stop saying misgendered? You did a womanly thing, as I say. You had a baby out of your pussy,
and that's just no period.
Well,
or your birth canal.
Can have a pussy.
Oh, excuse me, your birth canal.
And that's just some period. I mean, if you're gonna do the deed, just finish the job. See, that's my problem with people. Well, that's not my problem with people, but that's just a problem that I'm having. You know what I'm saying? If you're going through a transition, if you're gonna do the deed, finish the job, okay? On period. Don't keep all the parts and have the babies and do other things. You know what I'm saying? And expect people to know the difference just because you got a beard on. You
right?
Got a
don't be mad.
And a pussy. Okay, you pregnant and you had a baby. Okay.
Whoa.
What else did you expect them to say?
Whoa.
It's just the article for me. The article is all about misgendering.
Whatever role that it is that you plan to play in that child's life, like if you want to play the more masculine role or whatever, put your name on the dotted line where it says, I am the father, so that we can carry it out that way.
We got to understand we're in a transitional time. Like, it's not gonna be perfect immediately just because it's on social media. Like, yeah, a baby came out of you, so maybe they did get it wrong. I'm sorry, but they fixed it immediately. It's just the misgendering thing for me. It's like they misgendered them. I can't believe you misgendered me at the end of my birth.
Have your babies before the transition.
Oh,
If that's what you choose to do. Like if you're a woman and you're choosing to transition to a man and you want people to respect you as a man, don't get pregnant. And that's just on period.
That does
Get a
take
dick.
away.
Go and get a dick. Like, why do you still have a pussy?
But studs get pregnant all the time. Well, I guess that's not the same.
They're studs. They're women.
right, it's different, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. So you're saying a transgendered male should not have a baby because that's not what men do.
If she doesn't want to be judged, like she's like
that's not what men do, and that's on period.
You know what?
Hey, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And if that is something that you want to do,
no
you
shade.
be mature enough to handle the backlash. Just be mature enough to handle people's comments or whatever.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Just handle it and deal with it.
Just know it's going to come with it. But
if you's a man, how is it that you still have a pussy and you just got pregnant?
Right.
Okay, on period. What happened? I'm confused now. Okay. On period.
Okay. Well, we got one person on here. So listen, this is a part of the show where now we're going to take a couple calls for the last few minutes. And you guys can talk about anything else you want to talk about. So we got somebody on here where I'm dropping the link in the comments. So you guys can definitely get into some things. You know what, too? I want to do something that we do on Clubhouse on Monday nights at 6 p.m. with Funky Dineva, Jason Lee, and the Armand Wiggins Show. They do a segment called What Would You Do? If you guys want to ask us any question, like basically you can come up here and ask us about a scenario and ask us what will we do if you guys want to. So you guys can ask us advice or questions like that, or you can give your commentary. Okay, so we're going to put the link in here, and you guys can click the link, and we got somebody on here. So, hey, Leon, I mean Leo the Lion, what's going on? How are you? Oh, Jared left. Okay. Hello? I can't hear you.
Unmute yourself. He's muted.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes. Yeah, we can hear you. No, we definitely can't hear you now. You're gone. Okay. So, with that being said, come back. And if not, we're gonna wrap it up because we're gonna have more people on here. So anyway, guys, and my ass stupid just went live on Facebook. So we're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So this is cool. But anyways, we had got into a lot of things today. This was a good conversation. I enjoyed it.
Cool. Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
Does anybody have anything that they would like to add? Does anybody have any questions in the comments, any concerns, anything that you guys want to get into that we may have left out while we wait to see if any more people are going to click on to the show?
I don't believe them. They lying like these.
Hold on, let's see right here. We got Rocky. Okay, hello. Hey, oh, now they coming through like motherfucking. Hello, Rocky. Okay, I can't play. Gil, what's going on? Hello? Okay, you out. Okay, Leo? No! What did you do?
It was working.
It was working. I don't know what happened.
Take your headphones out.
Put your head, Oh, bitch, you got a look on you, Lamar. Let's see. Oh.
Okay.
Wait, Lamar, come back.
Hi. I don't think I went anywhere. Did I go anywhere?
No, you're here. What's going on? Where are you calling from?
I live in Brooklyn.
Oh,
Brooklyn. Okay.
Hey.
I can see Brooklyn.
I live in Brooklyn, New York. Well, I think, as far as the trans people having babies, like Miles said, we are really in a transitional period. And so I agree that it's different. I think maybe we shouldn't be as offended as the trans people. I'm not trans. I'm, a black gay man. But maybe trans people shouldn't be so offended. But I think we, as black gay men, if this is what this sort of chat is about, should be a little more open to the fact that you don't have to get a vagina or a penis, depending on what you're transitioning into. I mean, people are making all kinds of choices around gender that's very fluid, and I think it's just like it's a wonderful place that we're in right now, where all of these things are becoming.
Yes.
And I think that the problem. I think that when trans people think that like gay people are transphobic, it's like these, and I love you, Armand. I've been watching you for years. People, I think, sometimes think we might be a little transphobic, and I see you, Armand. I see your face, but I think that we're just
this
all
is the problem. You cannot. No, this is the problem. I have to stop this because this is bullshit. This is the thing. You cannot sit up here and talk about we want to be trans, we want to do this, we want to do this, and then we're having babies like women. You cannot be a transgender man and be having babies like women. You cannot be a transgendered female and talking about your dick and fucking like a nigga. Like, so, and it's not towards me. It's just towards the straight community who is not going to put the effort in to do the research to try to understand. They understand you as born as male, born as female. This is who you are. They don't give a fuck about your gender fluidity. They don't give a fuck about how you feel on the inside. So this is the thing. Armand, so the clearer that we can make, the clearer that we can make it, the easier we can get everybody else on board. But when it comes to the transgendered and this, that, it's so many different variables, it becomes confusing where the average person is just like, well, bitch, fuck it. You're a man.
Well, life is confusing. Life is confusing, and I think it's all right to be confused. I think it's all right for all of us, like gay people, to be confused. But I think if we're not loving and accepting transgender people, then how can we expect anyone else to be? If we are just like saying, "Come on, come as you are," like if we are like loving, God-fearing people, it's like, come however you are.
I understand.
Do we love you? Come to the party.
Never fearing
anybody
God.
else. Go anybody. I mean, because I get that.
I do feel like we need to give people that are straight and cisgender the ability to put us in some kind of category to figure out what's going on. So, like for instance, right before this whole storm shit happened, I had a whole like presentation from somebody that was a part of the LGBT plus community talking to people that were straight. Some of the dialogue, some of the definitions that we use, straight people, it's just like, but when we use those kinds of situations, like what we were talking about earlier, to address people and, I'm a trans man, but I'm getting pregnant. Like it already confuses a community that's confused about us and doesn't know where to put us and what to do. So like, I feel like we need to kind of like slowly but surely introduce them to those kinds of things and allow that transition to be slow. So recognize like, yes, I did have a baby. I have feminine parts. I am a woman at this period of time. Acknowledge it, just so that people can understand where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of thing. That's how I feel about that.
I mean, I think it's wonderful that men can have babies and that like women can ejaculate. I mean, these are like fantastic, wonderful things that are specific to trans people. Why try to erase that to make ourselves more digestible to like a heteronormative paradigm? Why?
Right.
No.
If we're trying to transition into a thing, allow it to transition. This isn't going to happen instantly. Let's let it go. Let's let it move.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
Well, I think part of
it'd be love, right? Isn't it ultimately about love?
But a part of letting it move is more
let it move forward. Let it move
allowing yourself, like you're naturally going to be criticized. You're naturally going to get flack for that. So accept it and call it what it is. When people were introduced to Black people out in public and all those different things, we were criticized and all those different things. It is what it is. You have to accept that because you are taking on a role that is new to people. So I feel like on that end, when it comes to the trans community, you just got to accept that people just don't get it and understand and have the patience to teach them that.
Right. And you don't even
have that.
And you don't even just have to. And you're so right, Sean. And you don't even just have to accept it, but you got to just show people. Shit, what was I going to say? You got to like show people how to treat you, and they're learning, they changed that thing so quickly. They changed that medical birth certificate thing so quickly. They were so sorry. Exactly. They were so sorry. I mean, like, please don't sue our hospital.
This is about human dignity and people demanding a certain amount of respect and dignity in their identity. And I think we need to be the first, ground zero of accepting, and loving and welcoming these people in, not being so closed-minded. I think I think that if the LG and if the LG can't really accept the trans thing, then how can straight people do it? And if we're so concerned about the gaze, to sound all ecology, but the gaze of the normative thing, then how are we going to be ourselves? What about like not giving a fuck? Like what about just like fuck you? This is what it is. You know what I mean? Like that's just like think about all those people back in the at Stonewall who were like, we don't give a fuck. That was
Exactly.
that's what happened with Stonewall. These are people who were like, we don't give a fuck. And now we're just so concerned, especially as Black people, about what other Black straight people think. Fuck them.
Right.
Well,
if you want to get people,
if you love Black people, you love all Black people. You don't just love the straight ones. You don't just love the ones who are butch or whatever, who are like conforming to this thing. And I'm wrong. I love you so much. I see your face. You're like not feeling me.
Oh no, I'm doing
it's
something.
Like this is like. But
I feel like it has a lot to do with understanding. Like,
cares?
You need to have.
It's the same with gay people.
Here's the thing: there's nothing wrong with caring about people.
You love gay people. You love all gay people. And that's how I am. Like, I've never discriminated against anybody underneath the LGBT umbrella. I know that some people feel a way about, hanging out with trans or anyone, but I just feel like, we all the same. Gay is gay. And I know a lot of the trans community do not agree with that because they feel like once they transition, they become heterosexual.
It is a whole different sector, though. It's like...
and I think we should so let's move on from the trans topic. This is voice chat. So let's talk about gay shit. Boy.
Okay, that's just on me.
Right.
Okay, so Leo, you got the sound right?
No, it's not.
We wish we knew what he was saying. Okay.
I cannot hear you. Put your headphones in. You're off mute. Okay, Gil.
Take your phone off silent if it's on silent.
Take your phone off silent if it's on silent. Is Gil on the line?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good.
Make sure you check your settings on the StreamYard.
Oh, who?
Your cam and mic, Leo. Sorry, Gil.
Oh, but yeah, let's talk about some gay shit. So
okay, let's
back
talk
to
about
the homosexual thing. How many of you guys could possibly be in a throuple, or are you all against it?
No.
I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna hold you right now. I'm not doing that.
I'm against it, but I'm adventurous.
Yeah.
BRICTCH the throuple, I'm good with it. And that's just
I don't think I can do it. I think no.
I'm not opposed to it. My whole thing is with throuple.
I can juggle like this. Like
this is my thing with the
throuple. So many personalities.
Relationship with one person, and I'm in an open relationship, by the way. I'm in an open relationship, but I think a relationship with one person is enough work. To be having a relationship with like 3 or more people is like that's all you're doing. If you like have an
let's talk
life,
about your open relationship. That's more interesting to me.
I think you have a baby with 3 people.
Yeah. How does that work?
Well, we fuck other people, but we aren't in. Yeah, our open relationship means that we fuck other people. He likes to do stuff at the gym. I like go other places. And I play shows. I meet people at shows. I fuck them. I tour a lot when COVID isn't happening. So I'm in another country and I'm having sex with someone. And we tell each other about it. But we don't, like, we talk about having 3 ways, but we haven't done it yet. And we just, I'm not having relationships with other people, right? Because it's like the other stuff I do is like, I'm just in some place and it happens, but it's not like, it's not serious, like no one's like trying to like get up in my shit. I'm not in a relationship with these other people. And I'm not saying that there's something wrong with that. That's polyamory, that's thruples.
That's polyamory, right? Okay.
It's like, I don't have that kind of time. I want to do other things besides manage relationships. I think when you're in a relationship with more than one person, you're managing multiple relationships, and that's all you're really doing with your life. If you want to do something else.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I know a lot of people that are in open relationships, and they don't fuck men together, but they fuck men separately. For me, I couldn't imagine, like, I would like to actually fuck somebody with my person. Like, why fuck them separately?
We talked about fucking people, but our thing is so intimate. We don't back to the other conversation. We don't really involve other people in our relationship. We don't socialize. Like I have friends that socialize separately with my boyfriend. We are doing a thing by ourselves, even though we talked about doing a thing, sex with other people. We're really doing a thing with each other. I don't want other people in my relationship, really. So, it's not like jealousy or I'm not threatened. It's just like, it's just weird, because I'm doing
I think it's a difference.
Do you guys think about...
I think it's the difference between just having like something like a threesome and an open relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like you have an open relationship.
great.
The open relationship for me, I just feel like you can't have any guardrails on it. Like, so my thing is, for me,
like
it's the STD, HIV for me.
Too.
So I don't really want that. And so if you're out over in Europe doing your show and you're fucking Joe Schmo, and I'm out here in LA and I'm fucking, and then we go and fuck, and you know, you've contracted HIV and I've contracted syphilis, and then me and you fuck because we've been in a relationship 5 years, so we don't use condoms. Let's just be real. And so now, and maybe you've had a drunk night on set and he had a fat ass or a fat dick and you fuck with no condom or whatever. It's just like you can't really, you don't know what's what.
No, I'm not.
Have you always been in the open relationship, or like how long have like y'all been together? Like when did y'all start the open? You said 17
years. Yeah, 17 years.
17. Okay.
17. And I don't have sex with people without condoms.
Did y'all hear that? That's a legendary relationship.
Yeah.
How old are you?
How old are you? You look
right.
I'm over 35.
Oh,
so y'all been together
17 years. So you've been together all your life, there, basically all your childhood, everything.
I mean, yeah, we it's a thing. We started in San Francisco. I grew up in Alabama.
Oh, you're from California. You're from the Bay.
I'm not from California. I lived in San Francisco. I went to college in San Francisco, but I'm from Alabama. Went to college in San Francisco, and now I live in New York. And so, yeah, we met in San Francisco. We moved
God.
Sorry, what?
Sorry.
What did you say, Mom?
I'm finding it hard to believe that y'all been in a relationship an open relationship for 17 years.
No, that wasn't open for 17 years.
I mean, to be honest with you, I could be in an open relationship for 17 years.
You said 16 years.
I could be in an open relationship with somebody for 17 years and I just picked a friend.
No,
eventually, you said 16 years. I had an open relationship.
We were monogamous for the first 10 years. I'm sorry,
we were monogamous for 10.
One more time.
Okay, that's just on let us know, because I was about to say, girl.
We were monogamous for 10 and we opened it up.
That's how.
Okay, so I mean, touching on that, I mean, some of the things that that I during the course of me doing research, one of the things that they have said is that people get in relationships where it's two people, and then to reduce the idea of them having to separate or let go of that relationship, they open it up. And that's 5 to 6% of people in America that tend to do that. Do you feel like that's part of what you're doing? Like you open the relationship up to spice it up? Like what were you doing?
No, I mean,
y'all laughing. I really want to know.
We wanted to fuck other people. I mean, I'm the one who brought it up because I want to fuck other people, and then he was like, "That's reasonable. That makes sense. I'm on prep. He's on prep. We use condoms outside of our situation. You know, I mean, we're good. You know, it just makes sense. Why? I'm missing something, Armand. What's
I'm reading these comments, bitch. They talk about it's the Joe Jets haircut for me.
You reading the chat?
They're wearing it out, bitch. This chat is trash.
I'm not seeing the comments.
Leo.
Oh yeah, well no, I wait for the Leo.
I like you. We like Lamar. I didn't know that you were a thing, bitch. I like you. I didn't know that we had bitches like you watching. You got a lot of spunk and personality. I'm with it, bitch. I like a carefree, I don't give a fuck ass bitch. Yes. I like you. No, okay, so wait. Do you do poppers? Do you do poppers? You look like a good popper, bitch. You look like a good cocaine popper sniffing bitch.
I've done cocaine before. I've not done cocaine in, I don't know, 10 years or something, but I have done it once or twice. Honestly, just once or twice. Poppers were never my thing. I do live BDSM. You know, there's some kinky stuff going on in my life too.
What's BDSM?
Oh, is that
the handcuffs? Exactly. What Jared's talking about.
Okay.
Come on, some light.
And a lot of boys come to me who want to like be feminized, who want to cross dress.
So are you a top or a bottom?
It's not really my thing. Sorry, what?
Are you a top or a bottom?
What are my?
Top or a bottom?
Top.
I believe it.
Top.
I like you. I like him. We like you. You gotta go back more.
I like you too, Armand.
You have good
fan, watch you all the
personality.
time.
Good. You got good energy. Yeah. So you do, what kind of music do you do? Like, go ahead and plug yourself. You do like rock music, punk rock, heavy metal, or
It's like avant-garde shit. No one who watches you will be interested in my music, so I'm not gonna even bother.
Okay, I want to listen to it. No, who gives a fuck? No, people be interested. I love music. We love
MLamar.com. MLamar.com.
Okay, let me look it up right now.
If you can.
Do you have anything on YouTube? Do you have anything on YouTube?
Jim Lamar on YouTube too.
Okay,
I have YouTube videos, I have live videos, I have, it's weird.
Look at that.
You got a whole site. Go off.
But I mean, I'm not saying you need to deal with. I'm not calling to promote myself. I'm not. You don't need to promote. I mean, this isn't about me promoting myself.
I don't want you to get me demonetized, so bro, I'm gonna.
Right.
This looks good. I don't want you to get me demonetized.
Thank you.
That's you singing?
It's me singing. Yeah.
Oh, can you not hear the audio?
I didn't hear that.
I can't hear the audio.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, hold on, let me see.
Again, I'm not calling to promote myself. I'm into
No, I didn't think you were. But here's the thing. I like you, so I don't. I like your energy, so it doesn't matter.
I like you, and I really like Jalon.
I like
too.
a fearless bitch.
Well,
they all like Jalon.
Thank you.
I like Jalon too. We love him. He's our quiet show pony.
Oh shit!
Our show pony.
We love a 6'5".
Come on.
We love a 6'5" show pony bottom.
Come on, Stallion.
We love a good stallion. Look at him. Look at him, cheese. We love it.
Yeah.
We love it. We love it. But we can't love it too much. He might get kicked off the show.
He's got that smile.
He might not be allowed to film with us. He's in a relationship.
We're gonna leave you alone. We're gonna leave you alone.
Oh, you do opera.
Okay, bitch. I'm not gonna let you get me demonetized.
Oh shit!
I have never listened to this shit before, but it gives me musical theater.
Yeah.
I like it though.
I mean, there's a lot to go around. Yeah.
So what was your?
So you like an alto, like baritone, like where are you at on that range?
Well, they call me a countertenor. I'm like a countertenor or male soprano. It's my voice style.
What was your inspiration?
What was said? I didn't hear any words. I was.
I think that section he was playing didn't have any words in it. But yeah, I mean, I'm inspired by a lot of things. I'm really fucking meddling goth shit.
Was there any
I'm
words?
Opera. Yeah. There are words. Yeah.
But in opera, they say words.
In the section he was playing, there were no words though. I can't believe we're talking about my music. Like, I didn't call it talking about myself. I was just.
But we talk about music here. Okay, yeah, okay. He don't want to talk about music. Okay, that's it. Okay, no, now we're not talking about music. Okay, Leon, this is the last time, or bitch, you gotta go.
Damn.
Leo.
You know,
I don't think it's working. What is going on? Can you what?
You got to go. We tried. We tried with Leo. We tried. Hello?
Yeah. He was cute too.
Uh-oh. Okay, we got some bars.
Okay, you here. What's up?
What's up?
Nothing. You tell us.
None. I just want to tell Lamar you giving me Tina Turner realness, honey.
Come on, Tina.
Okay. We like
what? You giving me Rhythm Nation vibes. I like that outfit. I'm telling you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, she left. Come on, okay, let's go. 4, okay, 3. We got a woman in the line. Let's respect her. We have a woman in the building. Hey, Mimi. Oh, wait, hey, Nene. Hi.
Hey.
What's up, bitch?
Well, I just have a lot of questions because I learned so much from this.
Okay.
First question, I still don't really understand what poppers is. That like a pill? Like, what is that? Is that Viagra?
Bitch, you know this is not no pill. Stop playing before I delete you. It just look like a pill.
It's like a liquid. It's like chemical.
Like, it's like a Viagra you can smell?
It's like a
fume.
You open it for a second.
You can get it. You can get it by asking for CBD, and that's how you get it.
Okay.
It's a minute of pleasure.
Where's the
But
echo
you
coming
got-
from?
All you really have to do is type it in on Google.
Hold on, is it still an
it will
echo?
tell you everything you need to know.
Is it
Hello.
still an echo?
It was her.
No.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it me
there
too?
is.
Okay, so try it now.
Is it good now?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then I have like 2 more questions.
Okay.
So like in the gay community, is it like looked down upon if you're not a gold star, like if someone actually has been with a woman?
I've been with a woman.
Like how do
No,
how do
a
guys,
lot
how
of
do
guys
gay
been
men feel
with
about
women
that?
before. A lot of guys been with women before.
Yeah,
Right.
I would
most
prefer.
guys have been with women.
Yeah,
like
So
I
you
would
prefer
prefer
it
the
to
men
be
that
different
I-
than not
A lot of us have been with women before because
Okay,
that's kind of what's
period.
pushed
That's how
upon you
we know
from
we
birth.
don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
would
about what
prefer
you've done,
kind of
it's
like what
about
Jalom
you're
was saying.
doing.
Yeah,
Okay,
like I would prefer to be with a guy that has the experience of being with women in the past, so he knows he don't like them for sure.
Yeah.
Versus never being with a woman and you have that experience, all of a sudden you want to run back. So I agree with that. I think it's good to have that experience to figure out what you like. You know.
I've never had sex with a woman.
I've never been with a woman before. I've never even kissed a woman.
There was a few
Really?
couple I was with once. Like a
I've
heterosexual
sucked her
couple,
titties
too, so
before, and
it's
I've kissed a woman. And I tried to eat her pussy, but it stank, and I was over it. So that's.
Oh, did it smell like fish?
If you were
Yeah.
top, though, you should get into
Long John
that
for Captain
penetration,
T.
though. The self-lubricating aspect of a vagina is really, if you were top, that's really, you should, just.
But I
you-
think I like the man's body.
get
Like
into it.
I don't like the women's. I don't like the nails.
The
The hair.
anatomy, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like that. I like the back with the boy butt and the dent. Like it's the thing. It's the thing
dent.
for me.
Well, that's very special. I mean, that's
It's
the
the back
thing.
It's like
end.
looked down upon if a
Special
guy's
thing.
like, is that not common too? Like a lot of like gay men do you not like dating bisexual men? Like the thought
I love
of like,
bisexual men.
Bisexual men are nasty, bitch. They're
I love
everything.
bisexual
But it's a
men.
lot of drama
Yeah.
that comes with them.
It does. 'Cause you
I
gotta
love
work out
bisexual men.
everything.
Yeah, I've never before my boyfriend, like even like the people I have sex with outside of my relationship are less gay and more on the bi realm. More in the bi realm.
oh, okay. Because I thought there was like kind of a thing like I remember a while back on the Tyra show, like where they had like the different sexualities, and everybody voted to get the bisexual man out. Like nobody wanted him on their team. Like that's why I asked that. Because you said it was like
Yeah,
it's too much drama. So are you saying like as in he might be down low, or
I
is
think
it?
gay men don't have an issue.
I feel like that's an
I think
excuse
it's
to
more
not date
women. I think it's
them.
more black women who have issues with bisexuality and not so much gay men.
And I would agree
Okay.
that's true because I mean, as a woman, and I remember when you had the topic that would women date like bisexual men, especially as a black woman. I'll be honest with you, no. And I know a lot of the black girls that are friends with, they're like, no. I mean, I
But
think
why
for
is
me,
that?
and I'll be honest
If
with
you
you, and I
don't
hope
mind
you
me
guys don't
asking.
take this like offensively, but it's just like the thought that like he's been with a man, you know?
I definitely
Not
get
in-
it.
Not, I
Well, it
mean,
doesn't
and I-
offend us because you're being with a man too.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever been with like a female?
No.
So,
But I do know that it's different. Like it's okay. Like for me as a girl, guys are more turned on for that than like say if a girl's like, oh, you've been with another guy, it's like immediately like no.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like we're getting to the age now where men are more. They're doing more bisexual shit. They're just not telling you because I was on Twitter the other day and Twitter goes down, bitch.
Well,
No
they've been
shade.
doing it for years.
No. Let me just get this out. OnlyFans has created a demographic of straight men
pay for real.
that are with the shit. I literally just seen all these straight men, booties out, big butt, and they're out here wrestling with each other, dicks out, touching each
Are
other.
you talking like a gay for pay type of thing?
I'm talking about
I mean, you
straight
getting paid.
niggas on only.
That's what
I
that
mean,
sound
you're
like.
getting
I mean,
paid, but bitches still
they're
some freaks.
aroused.
They know niggas is jacking their dicks off to it.
Exactly.
They're
And
shorting
it's
their
mainly
money.
dudes.
Niggas is bringing most of the money in.
Yeah, like
Because
and
I mean,
so-
me and my girls, we talk about that all the time. And I'm like, even if it was gay for pay, all of us were like, nah. It's still, I guess, the thought. It's not.
but
I
at
don't.
this
I
point,
hate
you
to sound
don't
like-
know because the niggas
No one
are
knows,
with
yeah.
the shit.
So honestly, though, you probably messed with a handful of guys that have messed with guys before. You just don't know it. And acting, I mean, being the way that I'm gonna just say black women are, but most black women are. They're not going to like it, so you will probably never know. And that's
Yeah,
probably
nobody
not
was
the
gonna
last
really
one
come
that you
out.
will mess with. It's not the last one. I'm pretty sure.
So you think other races are accepting of it than black women?
Yes.
Yeah.
Way more than
Oh,
black.
what? You seen white people?
Like culture, we
Asian
have like
women?
such a weird sensation of like hyper masculine, like the black man essentially. Like whatever the black man does, our culture, we hold them up here, whatever the case may be. And like it's nothing wrong with that. But within other like ethnicities and things of that nature, they're essentially. Well, I'm not saying other ethnicities, but like I feel like they're more. It's more open for you to express yourself. Within our community, it's not it's not like that for you to really express who you are. You know what I'm trying to say? Like at a young
I get that. 'Cause
age.
I guess
then
that's like we
for-
see men, we want like men. Like we want manly men. We don't want like a
And so
feminine.
Which is fine.
But
But
some men want
hold
the
on,
men
hold on,
with the
but
nails
King
and
Faye,
wigs.
that's what you like too. You like manly men.
No, that's
Like
so
that.
weird.
Good niggas.
Right.
No, what I'm saying is like I think in like for a lot of girls who are like not for like bisexual and guys who are that, they're like they see that as you're effeminate in a way. Not saying
Yeah,
that
no, that's
men
true.
are
You're
effeminate,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
you're
And
right.
that's why y'all
We're
don't know.
still
That's
getting, like,
why
the
they
That's the
never
problem
tell y'all.
because
I think that
y'all never know.
men like masculine men because we a whole lot to handle. You know what I'm saying? I'm a whole lot to handle. I need somebody who's not gonna get offended by our conversation. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times the sensitive men get offended.
No,
And-
but
and
going
it-
back to like the women and dating bisexual men, it is a thing because the idea that another man will sleep with a man, you know what I mean? A woman doesn't feel protected
The
because she
thought
feels
of
like
that
Right.
alone
you
was
like
just
you're
like,
at some point because it doesn't matter whether you're a top or a bottom in relationships or just in encounters, there are some times that you have to submit. So the fact that a man is submitting to another man, it makes him appear weak.
Seem effeminate.
When it comes to a
It makes
woman.
you seem effeminate,
So
to be honest.
a woman may seem like, oh, you'll be another nigga's bitch. And even
Yeah.
though that's
Right.
not the case, because there are some
That's
masculine ass men that drop dick and it's not feminine at all, and they don't like you playing with their ass or nothing. But a woman sees the fact that you like another nigga because here's the thing: if you like men, typically, you know, they gotta have a dick. Period. I mean, even if you're gay, even if you're a strict type, you don't want something with a pussy, or you go and be with a woman. So you definitely want to. So the fact that you like something with a dick is like power to a woman. Dick is like masculinity. Dick is protection. It's all lies in the dick. So a woman feels like if you can like another dick, there's a bitch somewhere in you, and they can't take that. And you know what? And I'm not even gonna sit here and act like bitch. Them niggas, and they be, and it's not even no shade, no pun towards Jelani, but bitch, they do be 6'5" and up, bitch, and they know how to bitch out like a motherfucker. Okay, them girls know how to. They know how to do it. It's no shade.
they do.
No
They do.
That's so true.
And a lot of them
shade.
will be the masculine man at home.
They would.
That feminine attention from, you know what I'm saying, from a man. You know what I'm saying? They want to be a bottom. And they might got a wife or a girl at home.
And
They-
you
lot of
know
men-
that for a fact. A lot of the men you date, they are bottoms, the masculine men. Am I not right?
I mean, but a lot of men that are
Oh,
tall
shut
like
up,
that,
Jay.
they don't expect to be put in that category because of the way that they're built. And there are, because I've met men that are really tall, that are very feminine, and they feel uncomfortable in that position because people expect them to be something else. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
A lot of
I mean, I
masculine
think you
men
guys
be
hit it in a
bottoms.
nutshell. That's kind of like for me why I personally wouldn't be in it because like I like a man's man, and I mean, I hate to because it makes me sound like I'm
man's
I'm being a homophobe or something.
No,
like
you're
that's
not.
No, that's not
You
homophobic.
like
No, you're not.
like.
Everybody
You
has the right to their opinion.
You
don't gotta
have
like
a
the
right to
bisexual
your
man.
opinion.
Your preference.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, because
But
every girl
that's not to
well,
say
I
that
can
you
say
still
at least
won't know
every
if your man
black
is
girl
a
I've
man.
talked
They
to
may
and
not
stuff
be a
like
want a
that. They're
manly
like,
man
it's
too.
girly for me.
I don't, but you probably do.
And see, my thing is, I'm not into manly men. That's not what I like. Because I like you got to be. Because my thing is, I'm not no manly man. So, bitch, I like to talk about Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. And bitch, I'm not finna sit here and act like I'm the most masculine man, bitch. But when I need to be, I know how to perform. You get what I'm saying? So my thing is, I'm not. I like my boy to be like a butch queen. He needs to be in between. He needs to understand the masculinity, but he needs to be able to get like he needs to know what the T is too. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mind teaching my nigga.
Yeah.
I don't mind
Like,
teaching
you
my
need to
nigga
know what
like
the T is,
gay slang and shit like that. I don't mind that. Like I like
Like,
it. I like when my nigga don't even know what a top and a bottom.
That's a good proponent. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good proponent for a relationship. Like you guys do need to have kind of, or at least for me, the way I feel, you need to have that homegirl kind of dynamic.
Yeah,
we can talk about certain things that friends talk about, but then also work together.
Because I'm not gonna be trying to put on no role for all.
And I think also like tying into what
always put on the role though, just because they're different. You know what I'm saying? I like teaching my niggas, getting them hip to, the gay lifestyle or whatever.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? I like that.
Attractive.
And then I just have one more question. One more question before I even go out. Like I'm pretty sure, especially you, Jelon, because every time I've watched these boy chats, it's like women always in the comments, and even that one girl that would just kept hitting on you, that Armand had to hang up on. Like, how do you guys? I mean, I'm sure all you guys get it. Armand, you, Jared, Lamar, Sean, King Pain, all that.
I was watching that.
How do you guys feel like if like a girl like is hitting on you and she's constantly pursuing it, especially you, Jelon, because that girl was relentless.
I mean, honestly, I just let it. Yeah, I redirect, or I just let it roll off my shoulder, or it's more like oh sis, and hit you with the sis or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because if the roles were reversed, if it was like a gay man doing it to a straight man, it wouldn't be okay, and like a lot of people would be mad.
It would not be okay. It would not.
But for a girl to do that, it's okay.
But see, that goes back to people believing that gay men are just gonna be down for whatever the fuck y'all want to do. Like every gay man is attracted to every man that they see. Like that's another stigma. Like that's not true. We do have preferences, just like women have preferences, just like straight men have preferences. Like it's not just it's a dude. Here we go. I'm about to suck his dick. Like it's not.
Yeah, if I don't tell you straight up, I'm probably just gonna divert the conversation.
So have you had like girls who knew you were gay who still just kept trying?
Yes, and deliberately told me I will turn you out. And
girls try to turn you out.
They will try to turn you out. No, like,
but it's more than just fucking a bitch and having some wet ass pussy. That's the thing. Like I can be honest with you. I feel like I like boys because bitch, girls is
like masculinity. Like right.
I feel like even with the girls, it's like girls like feel like you got to be the one to open the door, take spend the money, do this. It's just like all these rules dating a woman when it's like two dudes. I don't feel any kind of way when I'm telling my nigga, like, all right, we're gonna go have fun to bill. Like, it's cool. Like, you got it this time. You know what I mean? Like, all right, boom, boom, boom. And then there's the body. It's the boy. It's the boy. It's the back with the physique. It's the physique for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. On top of just dating a woman, it just feels like it's so many fucking requirements to be considered a man, and I'm like, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to keep you up. There was one more thing I actually really wanted to ask your opinion about. Okay. This one is something I really, really wanted to know because I watch like RuPaul drag and all that type of stuff. And for what I've seen, I mean, I'm not part of the community, so you guys could speak on it. There seems to be like a huge divide between like black gay men and white gay men.
And white gay men.
Right. And what I mean by that is like from watching that, it's okay. Like the white gay man could get away with so many things and do this, but the black gay man is painted as this, and you're ratchet, you're ghetto, you're the bully, you're this and that and that. Like I was gonna ask you guys, like, from what I've seen, even in the gay community, there's still like a lot of white privilege with gay men. Like there's still a lot of racism in that.
Yeah, I think our lives parallel to like the heterosexual community.
Yeah. Black women.
Yeah.
And it's sad though because a lot of
try to act
women,
like that's a minority and they face like the same. I mean, it is discrimination, but like there is, like I said, there is definitely a lot of like racism I've seen within the white gay community.
Well, the white gay community is the LGBTQ community, and I always say that they don't represent us, but a lot of straight people.
So you feel like there's a distinction?
Yes, and I actually appreciate that you even took notice to that because there's many times that people in the heterosexual community will group us all together as if we are the LGBT community, and without realizing that our black gay experience is very parallel to
different from your
woman. You know what I mean? To the black women experience. So this is why I created a platform like this, because we don't get those same opportunities as white gay men, as white people. You know what I mean? So we always get looked upon as problematic, low credit, low IQ, non-smart, ghetto. You know what I mean? And times when we're in relationships, you'll notice a lot of our black men, they go and date Hispanic. They go and date white because it feels like they have leveled up. It's a sense of accomplishment to date, lighter, brighter, and outside of your race. So it's the same thing that, a lot of black women go through, and a lot of times we don't get to talk about it because people feel like you're a man, you should be tough, and you're part of the LGBT community. So with that, you get privileged when those benefits don't benefit us. Those privileges do not benefit us. So I'm glad that you actually brought some awareness to that because we're definitely an ostracized community as well.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We're totally
well,
different. We're different.
That was about it. That's all I wanted to know. I just really want to speak on the last one because I really saw that like in watching like the fandom that like how like the black queens always got painted like as the bully and just the ones like being me, but their white counterparts did the same thing and it was never like a thing.
Even more shady, if anything.
Yeah.
Right. And I just wanted to know if you guys felt like the divide too. If it was like, because I'm not in it, and then from some of the comments I've seen, they're just like a lot of the white gays are like, well, you guys are always complaining about things. You're always this, you're always that, and it's just like,
yeah, they don't get it.
Like,
White gays
white privilege to hang on to. I mean, when you're a black gay, that's considered a double negative. You know what I'm saying? It's a double negative. Right. You're already black and you're gay on top of that. Whereas a white gay person, you still have the fact that you're white. You
still have it up. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like white gay people. I feel like there's a lot of racism that's a lot of go on in the gay community. There's been racism that's like racism kind of ended with straight people, but it's still been going on a little bit stronger in the gay community. If you ask me, in a different type of way, like in terms of, excuse me,
like being fetishized or
yeah, it can be with that or just what you find attractive. Even if are you fetishized or are you not even looked at? That's what some people feel like too. There's like a lot of like open racism in the gay community because it's been a community that's been seen on the fringes of society and on the outside. So there's a lot to go down that it's not being looked at and being judged. Like you can be a little racist because no one's looking.
Okay, so we got to move her down. Okay, Leo, what's going on, Leo? This is your last and final shot. We've been on here 3 hours.
All right, y'all can hear me now, right?
Okay.
This better be good.
All right, so I just want to talk about one topic because I know you gotta go. So I just want to talk about the fat phobia. For me, I am attracted to people with a body like mine. Like I'm very fit. Like that's just my preference.
Let's get into it. Take your shirt off right now. Can we? Let's see how fit you are. Let's see. Take it off. Let's get into it. You had us wait this long, bitch. We want to see. We want to see. Yes. Oh,
come on.
It's the physique for me. Okay.
It's like a little song.
Okay.
Yes. This is the boy. Yes.
Are you a bottom, Leo? Are you a bottom?
Right. He's about to get that number.
Oh no, you're not a versatile. You don't get your butt ate. You look like you got the perfect butt.
I know people say that, but that's not what I'm really into. But what I would say is thicker people do have. I feel like it feels better inside. So than thinner people. That's what I would say. But
okay,
that's it.
Yeah. So you have a fat phobia. So you don't like thick men. You don't like fat men.
I'm not afraid of fat people.
Okay.
But you know, my preference is people.
So you like the muscle bottoms, like the gym, the ones that go to, you know how the ones in Atlanta that go work out,
right?
The big buff ones, and now because there's different levels. There's different levels to the muscle bottoms too.
It is. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I thought like bears essentially, like when you. The muscle ones like that.
Hairy.
I mean, all you gotta do is be
hairy. They're usually
top. You can be big and hairy. That's all. It don't matter what kind of.
That's all. That's the category. Okay, cool.
Official campaign work now on a scale of 1 to 10. Are you feeling Leo Lion's body? Is that everything for you?
Girl.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Now when he got on here and he was like, "Oh, girl, I'm killing up and all this stuff," girl, I was thinking the greatest thing. Okay, so you know it's like
he got a versatile tweak body. Like he got like a versatile. Like he probably got a.
It's like he's not
living in his divine necessity.
He's always been skinny.
True. That body gives me. You need to be versatile.
I'm screaming. That is divine necessity.
If you want to get the most out of your gay experience,
with the big bang. You know what I mean?
If you want to get the most out of your gay experience, I suggest you expand your horizon.
I can't.
You know.
Like, just grab a popper. You never know.
Let him be,
Right.
Those people- other
Let
people
open you
have-
let him
up.
be a top.
My whole
People
thing
do- that's
is
another thing.
he got all these preferences. He need a fit
People-
man, Big Grill. You was born like that. You ain't worked too hard for that body, Grill.
I work out every
You
day.
sound mad.
It is in the genes.
Ooh.
It's in the
Exactly,
genes though,
exactly.
and I work out every day.
Exactly.
Come
So
on,
how
work
can
out
you
every
be-
day. Let's
No
go.
shade though. Okay, I'm gonna be honest
Yeah, I
with
work
you.
every
Okay,
2
so
months.
let me tell you this. Though. Since you like fit, like no shade. I messed with this boy, like no cap. Like he had a nice ass body. It was a fat old booty. One thing I did not like about the boys that work out though is the booty becomes a muscle. So it's hard. I don't like no hard booty. Like it's gotta be a little flesh to it. Like so you like the hard like you know what I mean? Like how do you like it be too hard?
Like
It's
a little
whole
rock, or
muscle.
you like a little
Yeah,
jiggle?
Yo.
it's got to be a little squeeze, like not when I can't take no fucking hard ass like that.
Like when you grip it grips you back.
Two for the bitch don't even jiggle.
Yeah, like
Y'all don't
it's
like
got to be a
that?
little flesh. So
Yeah,
what you
mine
think
is
about
not
that?
like that. Mine is fleshy. Mine is soft. It's
But we're not
mine
talking
is
about
not
yours
like-
because you a top.
Yeah.
So we talking
Yeah.
about what you like.
I don't know. As long as
So you
it's-
never
if it
ran into
looks
that, like
good,
so. Is that like because I mean high booty? Like because there's the boy I couldn't even spread it, bitch. It was so hard.
Like two magnets trying to.
It was too, I don't like no hard, but like if I showed you a picture of him though, stallion, step. But you know what I mean. But it's like, bitch, like you know, you go
It's
to
just
try
for
to
show.
fuck, and you thinking,
It's hard
bitch,
as a
my
rock.
dick gonna break. It's hard, like bro, it's hard. Like I don't like no hard ass. Like it was hard. It was hard. I don't like that. But yeah, so that's the pros and the cons, I guess, for the muscle. Like, if you're gonna have a muscle, bitch, it needs to give a little give back, bitch. When you smack it, bitch, it needs to top back. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, bitch? You don't need to be
Not
like,
when you smack it, smack it back.
Bitch, could you imagine facing it, bitch, and you getting a black? You wake up with a black eye, cause bitch, you done knocked yourself out on this hard ass, bitch. But yeah, child.
I definitely feel it. Need a little ripple effect.
Yes, official campaign is not feeling it. So wait, Aaliyah, are you single? Because I'm looking for my friend to get. You know, I'm looking for him to marry. Where are you calling from? You from New York?
I am in New York. Yeah.
Oh,
when you came out here, I messaged you on Instagram, and I wanted to
Brooklyn.
sing where you were at because I'm a vocalist too.
You messaged me on Instagram. Oh my
sure
God,
did.
I'm so sorry.
Sure did.
Well, we had a meet and greet and nobody showed up. Only like 5 people showed up, so that's why I was like, "Fuck you people in New York."
Oh.
But the next time I come to New York, listen, all of my people are out there. So the next time you got to come up. You're a singer. Let me hear you sing. We just got you on the spot today. Can you feel like singing for us?
I'll
Here
do that,
now.
yeah.
Okay. You got the game insurance stuff. That's all.
Let me see.
Okay, what you finna do? Can you do like a little? Well, no, first of all, your singing gotta match your physique. So can you do a little Trey songs? A little. What's like a little?
I don't really listen to Trey like that. I'm more
Okay,
like,
who you
like
got? I
what
mean, but
we're
you
gonna
gotta
do
have a
more Broadway
sexy
and stuff like that.
Oh, you Broadway.
Broadway.
Okay, musical
Right,
theater. Okay,
right.
cool. I like musical theater. So okay, let's go.
All right, so I'm gonna just sing a little Disney song.
Can you dance too?
I
No,
can
I'm just
dance.
saying,
I
there's
don't
no
wanna-
way.
I don't
There's no
say
way
what
you
type
can
of
do musical
dance. I don't wanna
theater.
say what
There's
type
no
of
way you
dance.
can do musical theater and not know how to dance. Like
I can dance, but
You know, Mon's also looking for a stripper. He wants somebody who can strip too.
but all right, real quick.
Uh-oh.
I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. All right, that's it.
was just about to start to
Oh my.
That's all I'm gonna give.
Okay, let's see. They said
That
he's
was
good.
to
Okay.
you, okay? I know
so
that's right. You did
They
that.
said, okay,
Yes,
no,
Leo.
not the Disney.
Disney, come on, Disney.
No, sir. The commenter said no.
Leo.
Somebody
No.
said, I know you lying. Somebody else said, laughing my ass off. Somebody said, it's a chop.
Well,
Leo, don't listen to them. You did that. You
It's
did
an
that.
acquired. It's an acquired.
That was
Yeah.
I think that he can definitely be a part of an ensemble cast.
That was everything. You
Acquired.
did. Don't let me lie to you, okay?
No, he did good.
You know, Sister Act 2.
I can see you starring. I can see you star. I can see you being a featured act. Okay, I can see you headlining some shit. Okay,
Now you're trying it.
Well, I'm not gonna control.
Not Leo.
I was hoping for some joyful, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, can you do something from like Hairspray?
Yes,
for Pippin. They said, but listen, you know what? I respect you, and because you made it worth our time. You got here and got half naked, and you sang for us.
Thank
so
you.
we love a good time. Okay.
Respect.
And it's nothing but respect because listen, we're all trash in some ways. None of us are perfect.
No shame.
We are.
So for you to get up here and do that, I respect you, and you're always welcome on this platform. Did anybody else have anything else they wanted to get into before I let these guys go? And Lamar, you too, because you took a nice beating too, a nice little read. They were calling you Tina Turner, Laverne Cox, calling you disrespectful shit, but you stayed here, and I appreciate it. I like you guys. You guys are welcome. Now, listen. Have you ever done the poppers, Leo? Leo, have you done the poppers?
They give me headaches. I can't do that. They give me headaches.
Well, okay, on period. Yes, don't do
I'm
that.
the only one that do poppers up
here. I mean, as long as you're not back to back.
I've tried them.
Hit them back to back, you shouldn't get a headache. I mean, what kind of shit? Y'all
no, I've never taken.
So wait, who does the poppers? Just me.
I've done them before.
No. Who does poppers?
I've done them before, not too long ago. Months ago.
I've tried them. I'm no prude, but I don't do them.
Jared, I feel like you're the only one.
Prude. I feel like a little prude. Now I gotta go buy some.
Lamar, you don't do the poppers either?
I don't do the poppers. No.
Bitch, you
I mean,
I don't Lamar, so you don't smoke, you don't drink, you don't do poppers.
Wait.
And you don't do coke, and you look like that?
I don't drink or smoke. I like a shotgun moment. I'm like into a shotgun moment with marijuana. Like I like a little shotgun if you're making out with somebody.
Smoke weed.
See, I can't do no shotgun because I'll do a shotgun and want to get the whole car started.
That sounds more sexual.
Oh, period. That's the beginning of
I want
to
yeah.
I know
that's like my only weed.
Okay, last question before I let you guys know. Now this might be a little personal. You can answer whatever. Now kinks. Can anybody, or if anything, are you into the armpit thing or the foot? Like, what does the armpit do? Does anybody know about the sniffing of the armpits?
I think some people are like little
smells. That's about
like
smells.
turn people
the
on.
pheromones of the man.
I like the armpit situation. Yeah.
So I like feet. I like,
You like feet? So you would like suck your man's toes, Sean? Like you suck feet?
That's for that.
I mean, I'd be willing to, but I give him a stop.
Okay. Would you let him put his big toe in your booty?
If he wanted to, I mean. If you want to, really, but we're not gonna gape me open. That's not happening. Like I'm not doing no gape. No. But
I love
the whole
make
sure they wash.
I love him.
Okay, look at
Yes, bitch. I'll sniff your butt and your balls. No shade.
Okay.
I'm not into those kinks, but the only kink I'm into is I'm into water sports.
Yes. Okay, so what, like a piss?
Yes.
I'm here for it, Mouse. I'm here for it.
Listen,
I'll do the feet and the legs and the hands and all that stuff before I do the piss.
So recently, I like the piss too. Like, but it's not like don't fully pee on me. Like, but the whole thing is just like, girl, I will piss on you. Like that's kind of hot to me. And then like the stripper guy we came. Remember he pissed in that cup. That was kind of hot that he pissed in the cup. He didn't piss.
Oh my goodness!
I was like, go to the bathroom. He was like, no, I got this. He was like, go to the bathroom. I was like, go to the bathroom. He's like, I got this.
I don't know what it is about the piss up. Like,
I love it.
It's like a degrading thing for me.
Yeah.
Like, just piss on you, bitch, and it's like,
yes, to me, it's a form of submission.
Yeah.
But I mean, but we need to watch the diet. Though.
Hold on.
We need to watch the diet.
Do you get pissed on, or do you piss on people as well?
I like to get pissed on.
And I do the pissing.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thing. I don't care about how you do that.
But not from every other fucking person. Just like, excuse me, not for every person. Just like one person, like.
It has to do a lot with what's your diet like. Because if you're drinking a bunch of Starbucks coffee all the time.
That is so true.
Some hot ass shit. So if you're going to be doing that, I'm going to need you to be on your drink game. Like, be aware of what you're drinking. Because I'm not trying to sell that shit. That's just me being honest.
Well, normally when you prep for water sports, you drink a lot of water.
It shouldn't be
Yeah,
a golden power.
Like,
Like, it's clear.
Any other
Regardless.
sports, okay? I don't want no water sports. I don't want no shot sports. I don't want none of the sports, okay?
Now you can keep the shit.
See, because you can get diseases off of that shit. I'm good. No, we don't.
I don't want to play.
You can get a disease from a toe in a booty hole, okay?
I mean, but if it's
all kind of
clean.
diseases and sicknesses up under your toenails and under your fingernails, okay? On period. You don't want nobody sticking up toe in your booty hole, okay? That's
Put that shit in Epsom salt. Put that shit in Epsom salt and wipe it real good.
Back to the feet thing. I love me some feet, okay? On period. I like to go to sleep with my man's feet, like a pillow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to do foot massage.
I don't like
that.
I don't like feet either.
I'm always giving a
do
foot massage. Like I'm always giving my boyfriend a foot massage. Like I'm rubbing his feet all the time.
Me too. I love.
I'm not touching my niggas' feet. I ain't gonna hold you. Like
underwear.
I like underwear.
You know, like
I like socks too.
Or
Yeah,
like
I like
you
socks.
know,
I like
or
that.
like
I like socks. I like underwear.
I do like that.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, that's the first thing I buy my niggas when I hook up with niggas. You know, if I'm gonna buy them a gift, I'm buying them some socks, the type of socks I like, the underwears. You know, shit I want to see you in. Okay,
Right.
See, I want to see you up under your clothes. Okay, when you take the clothes off and we just chilling, I buy you that shit. Okay, the other stuff is irrelevant. Okay, on period.
That's hot. I think, you know, I like the, you know, now this the thing, like, you know, when you like you lay your dick on the forehead, like I think that's hot. Like, you know, just little.
I like that. Give me ideas.
No opposing over here.
right. Like, bitch, we're with the shit. But listen, guys. All right, so we're gonna wrap it here, Leon. Now that we've made you officially uncomfortable, you look like you're like, what the fuck is going on here? What did I step into?
Okay,
but listen, I'm glad to see Leo and Lamar. You guys pop out the bushes because I never knew that I had such interesting people following us. So, welcome. Come again next time we have this show.
For sure.
Yes.
And if you guys want to promote any of your guys' things, you know, promote your music, promote your wherever people can find you, let us know. What are you doing with that gaming chair in the back? Are you like a gamer on Twitch or a streamer or something?
I play a lot of video games. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What kind of video games you be playing?
You know, like fighting, Mortal Kombat.
Okay. You know, they have a movie coming out. They have a Mortal Kombat movie coming back.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I love.
I'm here for that. I can't wait for that to come out.
Yeah. So are you on Twitch?
I'm on Instagram, masked 4 octaves, because I have a 4 octave voice range. So that's
Period.
Can you hit that Mariah note?
See, I was hoping for underneath.
I can hit a D6, but I'm not prepared for that right now.
That whistle tone.
I ain't gonna, the next episode, I ain't gonna hit it now because
okay, do it on the next episode. I look forward to the Mariah note. Okay.
No, see, who cares? No, here's the thing. You cannot get into the comments. People are always going to talk shit about you.
Right.
Okay? People talk shit about me all the time.
Yeah.
People say the nasty thing about me. When you get out here, especially when you have a talent, a lot of people are going to think that you're trash. But it doesn't matter. It just matters about the one person that thinks that you're phenomenal. You know how many people out here are trash that are making millions of dollars? You know how many trash rappers are out here that sound like garbage and they're millionaires? How many trash singers are out here? So listen, don't mind the naysayers. There's always going to be more negative than there's positive, but it doesn't matter. What matters is the one yes, because that one yes could be more powerful than 5 million no's. So do not.
It's also
let
different
that
over the phone
discourage you.
and live as well.
And also, we want to get into a space where we're not making a lot of excuses for why we don't sound good. Sound is sound. So if it sounds good, it sounds good. If it doesn't sound good, it doesn't sound good, okay? Listen, if Brandy got on here and sang right now, she's not going to make excuses. She's going to sound the way she sounds. So listen, you have to deliver what you can deliver, and it is what it is, okay? Just be ready and be mindful. Your voice is an instrument, and so you sound... I feel like you sounded good. But also understand this, that there are many roles on the cast. Everybody's not a lead role. But ensemble is just as good. It takes a whole motherfucking cast and a team to put on a show. Everybody thinks that they need to be the leader. That's not what it is.
Everybody wants to be the Beyonce.
Yeah, but you have other things.
Everybody can't be Beyonce.
You have a body. You're a cute boy. You have a personality, and you can sing. So I wouldn't like. You don't have to sing right now, but I'm just saying I wouldn't Like, don't let what the people say over here bother you. Are you the fucking next, Beyonce, Whitney Houston? No. But are you trash? No. That's just what it is. And are you cute? Yeah. So I think
all those wins after that.
Yeah.
Get more training.
And that's just on period.
You don't have a voice teacher, get a voice teacher, learn music theory, learn an
Have a
instrument,
vocal
like that
coach.
kind of stuff. Awesome. That stuff is, as long as you're training and you're getting better, that's the main thing. It's the main thing. I think you sound great.
Yeah. So
I think that you guys make a great collaboration. Leo
That's
and
what I was
Lamar.
saying.
Oh, y'all should call yourself
Then y'all can
Leo
come
and
back.
Lamar. Yes, because y'all could do.
Lamar.
I'm not.
I'll be here for that.
Listen.
Just imagine the vocals.
Bye. Thank you, Leo. You have a good day. Bye, Lamar. Thank you for coming on here. Bye, Lamar. We love Lamar. Okay. That was a good show. And so we're about to wrap this motherfucker up. So again, let everybody know where they can find you. Jelon, go ahead and take us out of here first. Then we'll follow by Miles.
Yeah, y'all can find me on Instagram at Jelon right here. Y'all see it. Jelon, y'all get at me, follow me. All social media is Jelon too, so feel free to add me anything you want.
Yes, Miles_Spears on Twitter and Instagram. Miles Spears, YouTube. You'll see the links there. OnlyFans, you already know. Hit me up.
Okay, period. It's the Fisher King Paint all the way from the home of the lituation where we keep it. That's where you guys can find me at 7 days a week. The Fisher King Paint right here on YouTube. And that's just on period.
To the period.
You guys can find me on Instagram. My name is @Sean Christopher, just like the title. I do all kinds of stuff on Instagram. Y'all can catch me and all my links on that page.
And then you guys can catch me on Instagram as well at JVCO with 2 underscores. And then on YouTube with my boyfriend at Keith and Jared.
All right, and y'all know where to find me. Keep it locked right here at the Armand Wiggins Show on all your social media platforms. Okay, until next time, this was another lengthy, legendary show, and so we love you all, and I want you guys to keep that same energy. And I'll see you soon. Peace out.